Arturo Dark Knight. He's one of our best listeners.
Oh, UV.
UV? Did you just say UV?
Why is there a chicken in my parking lot?
And welcome back to another RSG Wednesday night stream. The stream where a bunch of dumbasses hang together with you guys, the real awesome people, and talk shop about Star Wars Galaxy Heroes on this hump day. Welcome to the show. I'm Ranger J1999, your host with the most. Glad to have you guys here. And we're here to talk about Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, give you all the news and notes about what it all means, and have a little bit of fun. I'm in terrible pain. The hill is kicking my ass once again, and so I'm drinking lots of bourbon. I'm gonna have as much nicotine and bourbon as I can get into my monkey ass until this lead kicks in. So, and I was feeling better. I was feeling better about just my life in general, and then Grande showed up and has really pissed me off already. So if you see me just start dropping F-bombs on Grande's stupid ass, we'll do that. But I have not introduced him properly yet, so we'll get to his pink self in a moment. But welcome to the stream, skewers. Wednesday, it's hump day. It's time to rock out with your pickles out. Whip out those pickles. Let's get those emojis started. Let's get all the hype going for the stream, even though we have not a goddamn thing to talk about because there's nothing going on in the game. So we're just going to have fun with you guys. And how do we have fun with you guys? Well, we participate. So if you guys want to donate funny Streamlabs, you can do funny bits and sound bits that you can play during the stream with bits either on Twitch or Streamlabs. You can do YouTube donations, super chat, so you can do all that fun stuff. You can interact with us. Also, we're going to be scooping up questions. So there it is, Sheepy, right off the bat. So that made Finn cringe, and I'm very happy about that. So if you have any questions you have, put those in the chat. Make sure you put question in front of your statement. That's how we get those scooped up, and then we will get those questions scooped up. Probably have a little bit more time for questions today than normal because there's not, as I said, there's nothing happening in the game whatsoever. Just some news and notes. Tomorrow I'll be doing the lunch stream, then I'll be on the hill for about 6 hours, and tomorrow night I will do some more Galactic Legend runs. Hopefully I can have Loki hanging out with us, and then I'm going to work on Grief. We're going to see if we can get his ass to 7 stars. With the way I roll, it's probably not going to happen, but nonetheless, it's just the way it is. Make sure you give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. If you're new here, welcome to the show. Make sure you hit the thumbs up to support the content that we're putting out there. It gets our videos out there into the YouTube algorithm. And subscribe if you like the content. We're pushing for 5,000K subs. We just hit 45, and now we're pushing for 5K. We're almost at 46. So if you can subscribe, that would be most appreciated, and we appreciate all the love and support that you guys show us all the time. That being said, let's introduce the panel of knuckleheads that'll be joining me today. Of course, coming back for the first time in a long time, who will be doing questions. I think he'll be doing questions today. It's Mr. Gingivitis, Osolis one himself. Stanley Rudd is back. Stanley, what's going up there in Minnesota, eh?
It's going good.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. It's hot right now.
Sure, they smell like flowers. You're saying that you've been using some of that bacteria wash. So, yes, we have one of many gingers here. So Stanley's back with us. So let's get an S in the chat for Stanley being back. So he's been busy doing other things. So we're glad to have Stanley back. So there we go. Also joining me is my heterosexual life mate, the one I can't get rid of even through divorce, death, or through other means. It's Dr. Finn, medicine woman, the troll extraordinaire.
Howdy, peoples.
And also joining us, we've got the lightsaber builder himself, Mr. Sexy Boo. Look at that man. Just Suave himself, Sir Loki, the lightsaber builder. Oh, look at that move. Look at that. All the women the women totally love that move. I taught it to Loki.
I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. If you're looking for ransom, I can tell you I don't have money. But what I do have are a very particular set of skills. Skills that I've acquired over a very long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you. If you let my daughter go now, there will be the end of it. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
Thank you, Meow Meow, Ahsoka Meow, with a $20 Streamlab donation for the Kermit the Frog taken outtake from his famous speech. So, you know, the best part about that is listening to Loki in the background just giggling his ass off when I was doing it. Loki was chuckling like crazy. So, and then last but not least, he's back, Mr. Pink.
It's RSG and Pickle Time.
We just got to subscribe. Kidioda just subscribed.
RSG and Pickle Time.
He has
6 months of subscriptions
wow.
for Kidioda. Thank you very much, Kidioda.
That's right. But he's here. He's back. The man, the myth, the legend, the brainchild, the brain damaged child, the French tickler, the brown Gandalf, the beardless one, the government Wi-Fi stealer, the chicken chaser. Grande Pappy Babyface Patron is back.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Grande is here in the house. How you doing, Ranger? How you doing, Loki? How you doing, Infinity? How you doing, Sanely Red? How's it going, chat? We're glad you're here.
I'm just going to let the silence speak for itself.
A playboy, man.
Yay, Grande!
Finn, don't encourage him.
I like having Grande here.
Yeah.
It's funny, he joined on Jedi Academy, and I love Grande.
Yeah.
We're all just too familiar with it. We're just like arguing on Jedi Academy because I can't help it. It's
We were
so
on
much
Jedi
fun.
Well, I've always
I'm
said
like,
this
what
about
are
Grande. Grande is the smartest, stupidest dumbass I've ever met. Like, he says something in one hand.
Good.
Business is all.
Business is good. Hell
Sometimes
yeah.
Grande says the most profound things. I'm like, God dang, Grande, that was amazing. And then he'll follow it right up. I'm like, Grande, please eat a bowl of shit. You know, he does it right back to back. So, yeah. So, get your questions in. See, we getting the thumbs up. Good. Subscribe. We got the bits going. We got everything going. So, Meow Meow with the big Streamlab donation. So, thank you again, Meow Meow. If you want to do super chat, you can. If you do $20 or more, we will do the pickle explosion where we all whip out our pickles. Kermit the Frog jumps in, whips out his pickle, and we just go to town. So, there we go.
My pickle's always ready to come out, Ranger.
That's right. You know. Finn is a pirate. Arr. Thank you, Kidioda, for the bits.
Not
Finn is
Showing.
Oh,
not me. It was Julie, and then CBO swing to that.
So I feel like we're about to start getting the bit train going. Like, you know, it's pretty crazy when you have Twitch and them messaging you like, we're seeing a strange and weird activity. You're not streaming, but you're getting all these donations and stuff. Is there something wrong? Like, no. That's our fans. That's what they do. Get used to it. So there you go. So we're getting all the donations. Everybody's here. All right. So we have a shout out word of the day, and the shout out word of the day is a word that we give you to put into the chat so you can be shouted out by one of us, usually Grande, who will butcher your name. I promise you. Yeah, pretty much. And so if you would like us to shout out your name. All you need to do is type this word in the chat. And what is that word of the day, Finn?
I'll let Sanely announce it because he picked it.
All right, Sanely, what's the word of the day, Sanely Red?
Donut.
Donut. Spell that for us, please, Sanely.
D-O-N-U-T. Donut.
There we go. That's the spelling of donut that he's going with, by the way. So no other spellings, no other variations of spelling donut. It's D-O-N-U-T. Donut.
Sanely, please leave.
What? What's wrong with that?
That's incorrect.
That's fine.
That's not how you spell the goddamn word.
That's like the preferred way of businesses to spell donuts. Actually, I'm pretty sure Webster's Dictionary has allowed that as the spelling because it has become.
Either
I'm
way,
looking it up right
good.
now.
Either way is
Wouldn't that actually be do nut?
Thank you,
No.
Grande. How does Grande know that that's the way it would be said, and you two mongoloids don't?
I'm gonna look it up.
Are
right
we
now.
living in bizarre world that the Grande knows the correct spelling of the word, and you two idiots don't? Did something happen? Loki,
Actually,
did someone change some?
D-O-N-U-T is officially in Merriam-Webster's dictionary.
I don't care.
It is listed as the less common spelling of donut, so it is actually a word.
No.
It would be allowed in Scrabble, so good job there, Sam.
No, I reject that on principle. Webster, shame on you. Shame on you as a human being.
Nope, it's official. Emmanuel Webster does like the word donut. It's true.
Well, he didn't get enough. He didn't get laid enough. All right, so there you go. Put your donuts misspelled into the chat. The do nuts.
Juggernaut? What the hell, keyboard? Keyboard word with juggernaut.
Hey, I mean, she's the juggernaut, bitch.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
She eats planets, man. So a donut's just like nothing for her.
mhm.
Or she could be Homer Simpson, like in hell, just eating donuts, and they ran out. Like, this is not working. This is supposed to be torture.
Donut.
Did that happen to Homer?
Yeah, you don't remember that?
I'm not a big Simpson watcher.
You can just hush.
I think you're
That's
doing a nice
right.
job. That you can just you can just hush misspelling donut. Because the way it works, we correctly spelled the word, and then the skewers do a horrible job of spelling it, and they get upset because we didn't shout out their name. This is tradition, and y'all just shit all over tradition. So,
No nut? What the hell is a no nut?
well, that's when you nut and you know you did it.
There was that guy No Nut was in that series Game of Thrones.
Awful. And then Ouchie goes with beignet. What the hell?
What was that?
It's kind of similar, but
Grande, I'm going to put you on a timeout. Think before you speak.
I can't help you there, Grande.
Yeah, no nut. Game of Thrones. Good lord.
No, there was a guy in Game of Thrones.
What did I just say about timeout? I'll turn this whole goddamn car around, Grande. I'll end this stream right. I'll end this goddamn stream right now, Grande. Keep pushing me.
Yes. Varys was a eunuch, but that has nothing to do with this.
Yeah, that was
Grande.
different. Yeah.
But that's a No Nut.
That's close.
Oh my God, Buzzsaw! Buzzsaw may win that. DEAUXNAUGHT.
I guess that's how they say it down in Louisiana parts.
Oh, I want one of them donuts. It
Oh,
literally is a donut.
all right.
That's the most ridiculous spelling.
But it's not wrong. It's better than your dumbass DONUT.
That's actually in the dictionary.
Just because Webster says it is doesn't make it so.
If it's in the dictionary, it kind of makes it a
No,
word.
it doesn't. Webster just started creating the dictionary so we had some kind of commonality with language. But just because they make up stupid words and shit doesn't mean that we have to
Okay.
take it for
How does
granted.
Dunkin' Donuts spell it?
Wrong!
Wrong, huh? Okay.
Hey Finn, what's long and green? It smells like Miss Piggy.
No.
My finger! Yeah!
Oh my God. Awful. I replayed it because we were talking
Thank you,
through it.
Yuta.
Thank you, Yuta.
That's fantastic. All right, so we all kind of nuts going on into the chat right now, so that's not
Donuts
good.
roasting on an open fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
That's
can work.
That's not how you make. That's not how you make donuts.
Well, that's maybe not how you make donuts. All right. Oh, wait.
CBO 97
Well, it didn't
cheered
play.
X 126.
Something going on with Streamlabs?
It played on mine.
No, it didn't play on mine.
I like two
Hold on.
babies.
When I only had one
Oh,
baby, he
there
said
it
the next
is.
time it'd be just a tip, and he lied. we ended up with it. We ended up with two babies.
Yeah.
There
No,
it
it
is.
played. I think
it was delayed on my end because I heard it, I think, through one of your guys', and I was like, wait, it didn't.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah,
it.
no, I
Yeah.
replayed it. No, I replayed it when you said it wasn't there.
Yeah, it was weird. So interesting. So, yes, the sound bits have begun, and yeah. So let's go to the news. Oh wait, there is no news.
We said it's just
We've
a
had
tip, and
some-
I'm
we've
gonna
had
carry
some
this thing
news.
No,
around
we
for
didn't
9
really.
months.
apologize.
No,
there was an update. They
cheered
just
X
you, Exo.
125.
I mean, the update is that you can't. There's people that can't log in. Like that's it.
Good call on the news there, Grande.
It's literally a post that just says, "Yeah, we know that people can't log in."
That's the only news.
It just says nobody can log in your SOL. Sorry.
Pretty much, that's what that post says.
And
now they said it resolved, but but it may take some time for some players to stop seeing the crash. We will let you know if this continues to be an issue.
Well,
I mean, supposedly they fix it. That is true. Ma 1 was the first guild to 33
they
stars.
were 33 stars.
Showing.
That is worth a
That's
swing.
right. Swing that.
Ma 1 MC. Those guys did an amazing job and got to 33 out of 33. So congrats to that. I was going to shout that out. Rooster said it before me. So that's pretty amazing feat because I'm in MC3. So we're at 31 shooting for 32. That's pretty impressive from those guys. They really committed to it and got it. So now we have to go tackle Lifeside GOTB, and by my calculations, see if anybody can check me on that, I'm thinking we'll finish that in 2027 March with the way GP's working right now.
It just depends.
I'm pretty positive that it's going to be 2027 of March. That's what I'm going with.
I honestly don't know what their direction with this game is right now. And maybe they want to make it a surprise, and I'm okay with that. I have a hard time seeing what direction they're going. Is it going to be mods? Is it going to be a level increase? We don't have it. We have to like triple the amount of ships that we have in order to do it. It's very interesting.
Well, they did say we were going to get maybe a secondary fleet defense and ships, even though we don't have enough ships to really do it.
That's so not going to work, man.
They don't care. I mean, you and I know that, and Loki knows that. Stanley did know that, but he doesn't play the game anymore, but he still knows it. And then Finn knows it, but they don't know it. So we can know all that we need to know, and they still won't know. Because I know that you know that they know that I know that we know that they know that they don't know.
Did you see the post? Did you see the post about undersized squads killing Supreme Leader Kylo?
I didn't see that.
Yeah,
post.
I saw a post by Arnold saying that Gas could potentially solo Kylo.
So it's on here. It's from SB Crumb. He put it out in the future. He put it out on May 7th. It says,
told you there was updates.
It said, "Hi, Holotable Hero."
Where are you seeing this? I don't see this anywhere.
Oh, hold on. Let me post it. Let me
update the. Was this on the?
It's not in the future, Grande. It's
okay. So
May
it's in
7 because they're doing it in a different time zone than when we are.
Possible
You're
changes to Supreme Leader Kylo.
Can I read it?
We've got breaking news. Hold on, let me go to the cutscene. Hold on, let me do the breaking news.
Where is Crumb then?
In the future, he said.
It's not in the future, Grande. Oh my God! It's called time zones.
Yeah, but where is he though?
No, if you're not logged in, it doesn't.
He posted this at 11.
That's not how that works. Jesus, Einstein's rolling over in his grave right now.
I mean, it's freaking.
It does it, I think, in like England time or something like that.
I don't.
Roughly.
I mean,
it's probably GMT.
I think it's somewhere right around there. It's probably Grand Meridian.
Roddy, just stick to trying to read. Don't try to do advanced physics or quantum physics or mechanics or anything in that realm. That is off limits to you, brother.
Wax on, wax off.
You've proven my point correctly.
All right, SB Crumb said, "Hi, Holotable Heroes. We are following the impact of Galactic Legends closely. We have seen in our data and from the community that using undersized squads with General Anakin Skywalker can pose an issue for Supreme Leader Kylo Ren under the right circumstances."
Speaking to your mic, we can barely hear you.
This appears to be more consistent than we would,
way over the top.
than we
You're
would
such an
like to
idiot.
see. And we are actively monitoring this interaction. In general, we want to avoid scenarios where a team performs better when undersized or low investment, as is the case with Night Sister Zombie. As a result, we are likely going to make changes to address the viability of using undersized teams against the Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. We have not decided on any changes at this time, but we are aware that there may be changes coming in the future.
I don't know why they don't just say it. We have noticed from Arnold's video that
It's not just Arnold, bro.
I know there's other videos, but you know they got it from Arnold. I'm not even gonna pretend. That's where they got it from.
Yeah,
They're not reviewing their data. I don't believe that for 1 second. They can barely handle producing the game, let alone reviewing data to find counters right now that people are using.
They have a bunch of data keepers.
Yeah, and they have failed, Grande, in multiple different things. They have failed.
I have failed you, Grande. I have failed you.
Their math doesn't work out for a lot of things. Did you see the new those May the 4th packs? Have you seen the May the 4th pack? Did you see those May the 4th packs? The special packs that they put out and how their value was actually worse than some of the regular packs they put out?
No. Show me what you mean.
Yeah, the room. Are they still in the game right now?
I don't know.
The $9.99 gear pack. Hold on, I'll tell you the names because people were doing comparisons and everything for it. The value of like the $25 May the 4th pack is actually it's less.
I think it was the $100 pack, right? Where the original $100 pack was better.
No, it's that the. Let me see if they're still here. They're still there.
Streamlabs
So
is
if
not
you-
playing. Something's going on with Streamlabs. I saw
So
the
if you
donation from Kidiota, but it's not working.
it didn't play for you. Okay, hold on.
What did the fox?
What does the fox say? Do, 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 do.
I have to, like, replay it. I have to replay it for Ranger.
I don't
But
know.
yeah.
It's been acting up crazy.
It doesn't play up. I don't know why it's not playing the first time for you, but it worked when I forced it through. I have no idea.
Also,
Happy
does-
birthday, Ray Rock. How's
so-
business?
Let's see how business
If
just
you-
worked.
So compare. They're sheepy. Yeah. Compare.
Wait, before we begin, we have to do a birthday shout out because it's Ray Rock's birthday
Mm-hmm.
today. So let's get a happy birthday for Ray Rock in the chat. And he wanted me to do a Harry Carey happy birthday.
Like, there were so many panties. I got a bunch of panties. I was like,
Happy
stop saying
birthday,
that word. I hate it.
After McVenum's showing her hate for the word panties. So I'm going to do Harry Carey happy birthday wishes. That's what he wanted.
XO68
from Ray
cheered
Rock.
X150.
Hey everybody, Harry Carey here, calling you from the afterlife with the dark side of the force. There's only two things I know in life. One, Budweiser's the king of beers. And two, it's Ray Rock's birthday. And he's turning 927,000 years old today. Well, that's pretty old. Good Lord, I thought I'd died from my strange communicable diseases that I got from the orgy of 66. But happy birthday, Ray Rock. I hope you have lots of Budweisers and beer and barbecue spare ribs, and make sure you keep your social distancing off those ribs because you don't want to be eating your ribs and get this coronavirus. I mean, that would suck. I mean, you eat a bunch of delicious barbecue spare ribs and then you get the coronavirus. Just don't do it. Make sure you wash your ribs before you eat them. All right, happy birthday, Ray Rock. So if we get some happy birthday, Ray Rock, very much appreciated. All right, continue on. Finn. Sorry, I wanted to get that knocked out.
Actually, I'm looking in the store. That $9.99 pack is no longer there.
Well, we're past May the 4th, so it's gone.
No. The May the 4th pack is there. The $9.99 pack that people were comparing it to, that was actually better than the $25 pack, is no longer there.
It only stays up for 24 hours, that pack.
That $9.99 one?
Yeah.
But it's better value than the $25 small May the 4th relic bundle.
Yeah.
I would agree.
And that's what they gave us for May the 4th. Special deal, which is actually a worse value than the other pack. It was kind of ridiculous. It's still not a bad value. You get more than the crystal equivalent, right? But it's still not...
Sheepy agrees.
Yeah, Sheepy agrees. It wasn't as good as the $9.99 pack, and they charged $25 for it, so the value is actually less. These May the 4th packs were not all that great. And I don't know, Grande, maybe you can explain it to me if there's something I'm missing about maybe they're trying to keep whale spending or something. Why would they not...
They're not consistent with what they do for either the game anniversary or what they do for May the 4th. Sometimes it's awesome, and sometimes it sucks. And I don't know what the rhyme or reason is on why sometimes it's super awesome and why sometimes it's not super awesome.
I agree.
Gideon and McMull did a video where they actually compared every May the 4th. They had every post up and looked at what all the packs were and looked at what all we were given, and the best year was 2017. And I agreed with them.
But that's just looking at the packs, right? They've done a good job with the free stuff that we got.
They looked at the packs and the free stuff. The 2017 was when we also got R2D2 at the same time as May the 4th. So some May the 4th they outdo themselves, and sometimes they don't. The other thing is sometimes they celebrate the game's anniversary, and sometimes they don't. And sometimes they celebrate Christmas, and sometimes they don't. So they're not consistent.
Although we're not supposed to celebrate Christmas, apparently, based on last year. Christmas doesn't exist in Star Wars, despite there being Life Day. There is no celebration of Christmas in Star Wars. They made that abundantly clear.
Off the Christmas holiday, and even though it was called the Holiday Special, we can't celebrate the holidays.
I guess what I don't... So, Grande, the question I have for you, because I don't understand this. This is the second year that they haven't done it. Why don't they make it 25% off all of the Crystal Pack?
That threw me off, too.
I feel like every whale would
What did they do instead? What did they do instead?
They only made it up to the $20 pack. They made it the $5, $10, and $20 packs. That's
so why
it.
didn't they do the Hundo pack and the rest of them?
Or any of them. I feel like the whales would buy every single pack, and that would be a huge cash flow for them. And are they really that worried about 25% more crystals on these packs that they're not putting it for the vaults? Even if it's like one time.
I have the perfect answer for you, Finity. I have an answer for you. Are you ready?
Here we go.
Yeah.
Not being informed to the highest degree of accuracy, I hesitate to articulate for fear that I may deviate from the true course of rectitude. In short, I don't know.
Thank you, Grande. It's kind of weird to me, and I feel like they're just missing out on like people giving them free money. Why would you not do that? Because there's a lot of people that would have bought all of those packs straight up, and that's what, 100, then a 50, then a 20.
I mean, why didn't they just do 25% off every pack for May the 4th?
I don't know.
Well, it's not 25% off. It's just 25%
more crystals.
bonus crystals.
Yeah, but why don't they just give everybody 25% more on every pack for May the 4th?
That's what I don't understand. They did that
pack
before.
We've got on, whatever pack we've got up, you get 25% more.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
they did that before. They haven't done it only the last 2 years.
Even if we're doing the, if you're doing the Cara Dune pack, or you're doing the Grief Karga pack, or you're doing the Mando, whatever you get, if you got 5 shards, you're going to get 25% more. That's only 1 shard, but screw it, right? May the 4th, you get 1 extra because it's May the 4th. You know, these $100 packs, you get, if they're open, everything is 25. Either everything is 25% off, or it's 25% more. I mean, they could just go crazy, go ham twice a year. I mean, Amazon.
I mean, that's
has more
so
sales.
much. What is it? It's
Amazon
150,
has more sales than twice a
170,
year.
180, 185. That's $187 that they could make off a lot of people just buying all these bonus.
And I'm
25%
gonna guess.
more.
I mean, I was looking at the other day. Do you know how many people have? Let's just take a weird one, right? Let's say GK at G13. There's over 100,000 people have GK at G13, right? Which to me means that you have the potential to make money from all 100,000 of those people. I'm not saying you will. I'm just saying the potential is there.
Yeah.
It's the number 1 G13 character is GK, by the way. And I mean, if I was in a business, and whether business was good or business was bad, put stuff on sale every once in a while. See what happens. Spice it up. I mean, have like a meeting where you're like, hey guys, it's May the 4th. Do you guys have any like crazy outlandish ideas that you think can get us some more money? Now's the time we're going to experiment for like 1 day or 1 week, twice a year. Experiment on the November, whenever the game came out, and experiment on May the 4th. And just do crazy crap to see if it works. And if it works, great. Do some more of that. And if it don't work, oh well, we tried it. It didn't work. No big deal.
No, that's true. And I see the point Jacob Ward made in chat, and it's a reasonable point. He said that whales will buy them all anyways at full price with no bonuses.
Right.
If you can convert one non-spender to a spender with a low price pack with a tiny bonus, there's a chance that they'll spend again. But we're not saying just make it for the high level ones, right? We want it. I'm saying that they should have made 25% off for everything.
I'm saying you need it at all different price points.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look, most people are playing on a $300 device, right? Let's just be real. Most people are
pretty
playing
much, yeah,
$300 device, right? And so if you're paying on a $300 device, you try it, see what happens. I think you would be surprised, right? You could do some super economic, like Freakonomics type things, where you look at really weird economic models for just 1 week, and then analyze the data. Who bought what? If you got more people buying it, then do more of what people bought. If nobody bought it, then obviously it was a crap deal, or whatever, or they didn't.
I'll ask Grande, did you unlock a Galactic Legend yet? Not yet, right?
No, I'm almost to the point where I'm farming both of them, but I haven't unlocked one yet.
Okay, so let me ask Loki and also Ranger on this one. Because the way that I'm seeing it right now, as soon as you get a Galactic Legend, you are almost at a point now where your arena becomes so much easier, because it's pretty damn difficult to beat any of those Galactic Legends. So the way that I'm seeing it is that you're going to be able to get your crystal income a lot easier. Like, you don't have to worry about dropping from like top 10 down to below the 20s and then needing to climb up and potentially needing a refresh to get into the top 5 for your rotations and stuff. It seems like we're getting to the point now, because of how OP these Galactic Legends are, that once you get the Galactic Legends, you'll be able to save up a lot of crystals until whatever the next thing is that's coming. And by that time, you'll have accumulated enough crystals that maybe you don't look at buying crystals for a little bit. And it seems like it might be beneficial to put these sales on, because even though the whales may have everything and they may buy these crystals anyways, they might not have a reason to with how OP these Galactic Legends are. So I don't know, how has your arena looked? Does this seem like you are being able to save more crystals because of the fact that you have the Galactic Legends, Loki?
I agree with Rooster on this.
Shut up, Grande.
What did Rooster say?
He said it's no different than in the past as far as income, but just an easier climb. But if your climb doesn't require you to use crystals because you don't drop as much, then it does save you crystals, right?
It could. I mean, it hasn't been like this, at least for me, in a long time, where you set a team in arena and you just don't drop. And people message you all the time. Mm-hmm. Can you swap your team out? So yeah.
And it's like that now?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And the thing is too, Loki, is that me and you are about at that position still. We're ahead. Like, I only dropped to 5, maybe 8 at the most, right? And usually if I drop to 5, it's because I changed one of my teams for one of those guys to get to 1.
Right.
Right? Because they're not beating my Galactic Ray. And the other thing too is, even once they get their Galactic Ray, all the people up top that are getting their ultimates first, you're not going in against someone that has an ultimate with a GL that doesn't have an ultimate. You will get raffle stomped. Right? So people at the top are going to be at top for a while. However, that crystal income you're getting in to get these ultimates done, to get the most bang for your buck, because the ticket drop rate sucks, I'm spending 500 crystals a day. Easily. To get the refreshes done. Because the ticket drop rate is just garbage, right? Because you have to think about this too. Even once you get your Galactic Legend, you have to gear them up to Relic 7. Then on top of that, you have to beat Tier 4, 5, and 6. 4 and 5 are going to cost you 70 tickets. And then you got to beat Tier 6 10 times. That's 700, 770, 840 tickets that you have to get crystals for. Now, you can slow play it all you want, but yeah, you're not going to... It's going to be a while before you get into the arena unless you are at that point, right? So there's a lot of dynamics to it, but you're not wrong, Finn. I mean, like yesterday, I only dropped to 5 and I didn't move. Nobody hit me. Nobody tried to hit me. So look, you're probably in the same boat where you and usually, like, I have to wait now for the end of the day to get my 2 PvP battles in, because I'm letting everybody else make their move, and then I do my 2 battles and then finish up my dailies. So it's making a huge difference.
Yeah, and it seems like it's going to allow people that have Galactic Legends, which are going to be the whales and krakens that are spending right now, the opportunity to save crystals a little bit easier, especially in just regular arena. Their payouts in GAC are probably going to be a little bit better because they have a chance of facing others that don't have it. If they over relic their top, then you're going to face those in the top 80. I mean, there's a few different things here, and maybe the whales would spend anyways. But why not capitalize it and grab like $187 for them right now in the short time frame and not worry about them having to maybe save up more crystals later? The gear expense is so high right now; it's ridiculous, anyways. But I don't know, Grande, you're going to say something?
So the total number of Supreme Leader Kylo Rens is just under 3,000, and the total number of Rays is just over 3,600. So I mean, there's not a ton of these, man. I mean, no matter how
they're not.
It also has the highest volume of percentage of unlocks that are also at G13.
That sounds about right.
93% of Rays and almost 94% of Kylos are at G13. I mean, it's insane. Insane.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And for me,
yeah,
Loki's got both. Now I'm finishing up the Bounty Hunter, so I really want to get Creef in there and round out that team. But once that's done, I'm going straight into getting Galactic Legend Kylo. It's going to take me a little while. I'm going to go a little bit slower with it, but I'm going to get him too. So
I'm farming Kylo, and I'm like days away from farming Rey at the same time. So I'm going to be farming both of them at the same time. It's so weird.
Good luck with the relics and then farming both their stuff. You're going to have fun, Grande.
Well, I mean, I'm almost there. I mean, I'm just slow farming. I'm slow farming. What should I call it? Hero Finn and Hero Poe. And that's it. That's all I get. But I've already got their gear ready for 13, and I've already got their relic material.
Yeah, because I still have to farm Red Lobster, Trooper, and Hux. And I've been kind of going slow because I'm spending so much time getting tickets. But once I get the ultimate done for Rey, then it's all going to be like refreshes for both Hux and Sith Trooper.
When I'm done with both of them, now I'm just Now it doesn't matter where I spend it. I'm buying tickets for somebody.
Yeah, and that's going to help me tremendously with my crystal going back up and hoarding again because I get 1 and 2 every day. I rotate. So that's plus what I get in arena. So again, it's like, with ships and stuff, I mean, plus the dailies crystals you get, I'm going to be in a good position. I mean, I've got after
but it's going to be a
tomorrow,
long
I'll have just 140 more tickets that I need, and then I'll be done if I get first shot on the battles, which I should have no problem doing. And then it's just going to be, I'll use 250 refreshes on the characters and maybe 150 on the energy, and I'll be going all in on Hux and Sith Trooper. And they'll be 7 stars no time, and then it's just gearing them up, so
we're probably 6 months away, 4 months away, 3 months away to seeing.
Well, which one is it? Is it 6? Is it 4? Is it 3? You just gave us 3 different ones.
A true free-to-play JTR. I mean, a few true free-to-play Galactic Legend. Where somebody.
What do you mean true free-to-play?
Where someone doesn't spend money on the game and got.
I'm pretty sure there's somebody that has it. Almost guaranteed. There's at least one free-to-play. There are a lot of serious free-to-play players. And we've had some in the chat. I think, Kaya's in the chat. Kaya is one of them. And Kaya can correct me, but Kaya and Aoi are both like 2 really solid free-to-play players. And I think at one point they both had like 100,000 crystals or something saved up because they only focused on the teams that they needed. And then anytime one of these characters came out, they had a crystal hoard to do it. So I commend them. There was another one, and I can't recall her name, but she was in the chat a lot. I don't know if you can if you know who I'm talking about. But
Call her Dingo.
No, it's the girl that used to ask a lot of questions on Jedi Academy. She would come on Jedi Academy, have a lot of questions, and we would give her answers and stuff. But she was a free to play, and she was also very good at saving crystals and getting things the first time around. So I'm pretty sure there are some free-to-play already that have Yeah, and we have one right now, Carl Oman in chat saying I'm unlocking Ray in a few days, totally free to play. It's not surprising. There are a lot of very yes, Ouchie, thank you, Cassie. Cassie is the one that I was thinking of. So Cassie was also a free to play and did a really good job of saving things. Oh, see, we have a lot more in chat, Grande saying it too. So that's what I'm saying. There are a lot of very serious free to play that just saved up crystals and did not work on any characters outside of using energy, unless it was a character that was like a rare character event, and they didn't miss any of the first releases. So I give them a lot of credit.
Yeah.
But there are some in chat right now. Yeah, but there's Kaya. I haven't spent a cent, and I still have 68,400 crystals at the moment, and don't drop top 10 in Arena. Yep. Kaya's one for sure. I remember Cassie being one. Carl Oman, welcome. I don't recognize that name in chat. So welcome, by the way, and thank you for mentioning that.
Yeah, I mean, I had all the gear and stuff saved from hoarding. Some purple mats that I needed to get that slowed me down a little bit. That was what slowed me down. I miscalculated the purple mats, but like I saved up all the scrap and everything. Now, I'll tell you one thing that will happen when you get a Galactic Legend. Your excess of gear and stuff, and Loki can back me up on this, you can kiss that shit goodbye. Because once you start relicking all these characters and stuff, you're you know, as a longtime player, you're gonna have a hoard of stuff that you can scrap. It's gonna go bye-bye. It is insane, the relics, and then when you do the relic on the Galactic Legend, and then you need I threw this out today when someone was asking me like for Supreme Leader Kyle. I think I was like 2,200 Chirotex. That's an insane amount of Chirotex, and that was on the low end. I think I was off on my Chirotech count. So it is, when you're in for a Galactic Legend, you're in for a penny and out for a pound. I mean, you're all in like Flynn. And then it gets crazy because then you got to farm the character, then take the Relic 7, because Loki can back me up on this too. You ain't doing tier 4, 5, and 6 with no Relic 3, Galactic Ray, or Kylo. You will get Rawful stomped. I mean, that's a fact. So they put all these roadblocks in there that you're actually having to use more of your crystals and stuff and like that. So so that's why I'm going a little bit slower on the Galactic Legend Kylo. I wanted to get the Kreef Mando team going because I just love Mando so much, but I'll go for Supreme Leader Kylo. But I mean, I got to hoard again because it's a nightmare for like just getting characters to Relic is not easy because I've pretty much to get all those characters, 13 characters to Relic. I blew through all my golds and purples and stuff, and I'm now having to hoard again, you know, with Shard currency and get 1, get 2, and guild currency, and just getting my gear back up. It's pretty poop-delicious. Look, you want to add anything on that?
No, I mean, when I finished Kylo, I literally had the gear to finish Mando and Kreef, and that was it. So I am totally depleted. I have 8 Zetas left. I have a total of 132 Zetas though in my roster now, so that's pretty fun. But I'm pretty much depleted. I almost feel like a day one character, you know, a day one player again, with like little to no gear. And then you're scavenging all the relic stuff.
You have no choice too.
So I'm totally out of that. That's why when you farm your Galactic Legend, just remember to farm the right node, so you can collect all the salvage to make the relics, like the what is it, the Marks, or is it the Mark 7, the Blast Tech weapon mod off of 4E. Yeah, so I farmed 4E for Kylo, and I swear I had like another 1,500 of those lined up again, after the double drops and all that. So
well, I went for the other one. I'll do that for Kylo too when I get them. But I did the 1D like you suggested, so I've got tons of scrap for that early scrap that you need, because
I went back and forth with Ray. I did a little bit of the Cairo node.
I didn't do any of the Cairo node. I just went straight for like, give me all that scrap, give me all that useless gear that I'm not going to use, because good grief, I mean, I went through all mine. I'm talking thousands and thousands. I had like 10,000s of all this stuff, and it was gone instantly. I was like, holy crap.
What I admire about the free-to-plays, especially the ones in our chat, is they could recognize exactly who to go for. Out of the 3 bounty hunters that they just released, or I'm sorry, the 3 scoundrels that they just released, I mean, I really think Cara Dune was the Joker, was the one, hey, let's I'm gonna wail out on her, but then she's totally useless, right? So you deplete all your gear off of her.
But she doesn't fit with what you're trying to.
She's pretty bad, dude. Yeah, she's pretty awful.
She's a good character. Like, you can put her on a CLS team, and she's really, really good.
She's pretty bad, dude. If she was really that good, there would be a lot of YouTube videos on her.
I can see that point.
But she's the one where, if you went for her, then you wasted all your gear. You could have put it on Mando, and you could have put it on Grief,
which I think is the better investment. They're badass. Let's talk about Mando and Grief for a second. Those two on the bounty hunter team are stupid. I mean, they're killing Darth Revan teams, all kinds of stuff. They are really, really they're deliciously good. Like those characters are. Their kits are amazing. They're amazing. Grief is so underrated. I think if you're gonna get Mando, you might as well get Grief. Because he is so goddamn good. I mean, he cleanses, he does all kinds of stuff. He does that. It's like he makes the bounty hunter team really rock and roll. Because if you go with Mando lead, because I did do the Zeta, because we talked about it, Loki, offline, about doing the Mando lead, I did put the Zeta on. Kree, he just, holy shit, he just takes that team to another level. I'm actually debating for GAC if I should keep the bounty hunters for offense and put another team down for defense because they're so good. Like, they can take out a lot of shit now with those characters, because all you have to do is get 20 critical hits. Just set your characters up with speed and crit chance. That's it. You get 20 crit chance hits. That's it. You do AoE with Jango. Right. You do AoE with Boba. You do your thing with Boss with his big hit, right? After you've taunted, Grief doesn't. I mean, you can be in payout like that. And that's why you're seeing Darth Revans and other teams get smoked. Because once they get their payout, oh my god, he can annihilate anybody. Jango can annihilate people. Boba Fett can annihilate people. Boss is just sitting there laughing because you can't get him past taunt, right? And Grief is like, well, have some more damage and have some more offense, and let's do another 5 call assist. It's stupid.
He's one of the only when he does his call to assist, he's one of the only tunes in the game that there's no damage penalty.
No,
you actually get a damage bonus if you were to Zeta him. I think it's a total of 30% more damage from all the bounty hunters that are assisting, which is crazy. So you can one hit KO. I think there was a video that Mandy did. What is it? He one hit KOs a Malik.
Yeah.
And Malik, has like 200,000 health, with mods and all that stuff.
It doesn't matter
bounty
with
hunter
him.
team can just drill it. So.
Yeah, and I agree with you on Kara. Kara was a character I looked at. I like her kit, but it doesn't have a real home right now. Until we get some more characters or it rounds up with Scoundrels or something, she can be good.
Maybe PvE too, right? I mean, if we end up going up against some really
she's going to have her place
Empire, all of a sudden you're like, oof.
But if I'm going to on something,
but
think
that's super niche, man.
Yeah, it is super niche.
Yeah, it's like what they did with Finalizer and Radis, right? I mean, there's no reason why those ships are in the game. I mean, seriously. I mean, you can't even use Finalizer in Darkside GOTV, just like Malevolence. So it's like that ship is utterly useless other than going
Didn't
for
they actually
Kylo.
fix it with Finalizer? Where now you can use it in Darkside TV?
I don't know. I couldn't even pick mine, but
no, they haven't fixed that.
They haven't fixed it yet.
No, but it's there's little crap like that again, I admire the free to plays in our chat because you can recognize that stuff, or maybe they have the patience to wait and then the guinea pigs will screw it up. Whatever. But it long story short, to be able to identify those tunes that you don't have to 7-star, you don't have to gear up. That takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of time, to recognize that stuff. So,
yeah. All right. We're just talking. We're just bullshitting. You can close the top of the hour. Make sure you hit that thumbs up if you're watching us right now. Subscribe if you haven't already.
We want to go over questions?
Well, before we do that, we're going to do our shout-outs. We always have to do the shout-outs before we do questions and stuff. So we can get to the shout-outs next. I know Stanley's over there patiently going through. Are you doing questions today, Stanley? I would assume yes, right?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, see, Stanley's on it like a blue bonnet. So we can do questions and then But we got to do the shout-outs first. I mean, there's no news, really. I mean, that what we got today was just little brief snippets, but there's nothing else. I mean...
All right, you ready for me to read out the names?
Not really, but you're going to do it anyway and do a horrible job, so we just might as well just get
Alux
through.
12.
Hold on, I didn't say start, bitch. Goddamn. Not the Grande show. You don't get to do whatever the hell you want. Jesus. I have to, let me get there so I can make sure you didn't butcher their names. Now, if you guys have never seen Grande read before, prepare for massive damage because it's going to happen.
I'm usually okay with the patrons.
Yeah, he usually gets through the names he's used to, but then...
I'm usually okay with the YouTube members. It's because I read those names very often. Thank you for all of our patrons and our Twitch subs and our YouTube members because you guys are so consistent that I remember your names, which is nice. And then everyone who's in chat, hold on to your knickers.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck. Okay. You're going to be sadly disappointed. There's going to be some butchery here, the likes you've never seen before.
We're going to start here. Alux 12, Bimatsu, Buzzsaw, CBO 97, Chaos 13, Chopper BZ, Commander Skywalker, Contingent 33, Darth Teflon, Darth Bob, Devil's Treasure, Dobby, Doc Ravage, Dr. Feelgood, Fling Monkey Poo, Hogzilla, Heinzie ANZGC, It Poops Bombs, Jassa BM, JOM 99, Just a Bum, Khaleeson, Kashmir, Lego Calrissian, Matthew M. Thomas, Maz Kanata, Moss Mike, Indy Fox, Night War, Ouchie Dumpling, Ray Rock, Rose Taco, Revenator, Sanely Red, Shadow Vow, Sith Lord, Slash Van Rhodes, Strum, Teals, Walter Arnold, and Utah.
See, you get into a nice comfort zone because you think that he's going to do this the whole way through.
Twitch subs: Bad Rongo, Big Country Mags, Blackbeard, Pepe, Bimatsu, Buzzsaw, VG, CBO 97, Contingent 33, Corinth, Battlesphere. There
you go.
Darth Poo Man 987, Deadpool Kyle, DJ Sir Loki, Doc Ravage, Dr. Feelgood, Double Durgan, Escape Podcast, EXO 68, Gong Krell, Grande Patron,
every time
Gondar Krell. Sorry, Gondar Krell. Grande Patron, Grim, Jessa BM, Jedi Knight.
Stop. Just stop. Where's the R in Krell?
Kel. Gondar Kel. Kitty Oda. Here's another good one. I'm gonna have Kono Nobo Naga. Pretty decent on that one. I tried that one at least. Maz Kanata, Ouchie, Ranger J 1999, Stanley Red, Chev, Palpatine's Nips. Sheev Palpatine's Nips. Slash Van Rhodes, Seals the Smurf, Torrin Jax, TTT, Soft Furry, and Ziglet. YouTube members.
I can't.
Ranga, Bimatsu, Contingent 33, David McKinley, Devil's Treasure, Dexatronic, Dr. Feelgood, Gino, Guzza Buzza, I'm the Dad, James O. Mahoney, Jason Hommel, John Moran, Lionheart, thank you, Lionheart, Maya, Maz Kanata, Revenator, Sanely Red, Shadow Val, Slash Van Rhodes, Stephen Nichols, SWGOH Christian, Teals, Trez Revan, What Else 73, and Youngin.
Yeah, here comes the real damage now. We've already had some damage already. Jesus Christ. Then pop him in. Let's see what happens. Oh my God.
He popped
I'm
him in
getting
and
them.
unpopped him in.
Yeah, I know, because I was giving them an extra chance. so I'm getting you.
Everybody know. Everybody say what they said.
I got the.
Yo, thanks for the membership, by the way.
I'm not getting any notifications now.
On the stream. It's on. This is on chat in the.
Oh, it has popped. Oh, it just popped.
He just became a new member.
Yay! Thank you, CBO, my military brother
Thank
from
you,
another
CBO.
mother.
All right, so now did you post everything in here?
I'm about to.
It's coming. It's coming, Grande. Just patiently wait.
I'm telling you, Kara Elder understands what I mean. Shave Palpatine.
No, that's wrong. That's completely.
All right, they're in.
Everything about that is correct.
No, that is absolutely wrong.
All right, did you put them in?
Yeah, they're in.
All right, shout outs. So we had Oscar Meow, Bad Rongo, Bimatsu, Briarius, Aegon,
close enough.
Buzzsaw, VG, CBO 97, Contingent 33, D Perks, My Brother, Dark Coco, Dreamy Mushroom, Durgan, Eeyore's Lost Tales, Fatality V2, Finity, Grande Patron, Grim, James O'Mahony, Jason Hommel, John Moran, JVU 420, Keyboard, The Planet Eater, Kobe Wan, Maz Kanata, No Bunga. He changed his name for YouTube, I guess. Ouchie Dumpling, Ray Rock, Revenator, Robert Johnson, Ronan XI, Rooster, Rose Taco, Sanely Red, Skywalker Vader, Slama MC, Torin Jax, Waffle Dolphin, What Else 73, Wolfell, and Utah.
I don't understand. Like, you had more problems with the Twitch shit than you did with this one. Oh, Meow Meow became a member. So we have a new member. Meow Meow's here.
There it is. Oscar Meow Meow.
But it's not doing the notifications, Finn. I don't know if I don't know what the hell's going on. So we didn't
We'll
get
have
any.
to fix it later.
Yeah, I don't really know what's going on. But we
Thank
did.
you, Oscar.
Thank you, Meow Meow.
Here, you know what? Just for Oscar and CBO,
What?
Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have it ready?
Oh, hold on. Let me get ready.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Go ahead and do it, Ranger.
Okay.
There you go. That is for CBO and Oscar for being new members on YouTube.
We took our pickles out for you.
We took out our pickles. Just whipped them out on stream.
I had an accidental discharge when I set mine down.
Oh my god.
Just.
I cracked myself up. Ranger knows what I mean.
I do, and I'm really seriously thinking of stopping the stream. All right.
I pressed the green button on the green pickle, and it went off again.
Well, premature pickle ejaculation. These things happen.
Pretty much, yeah.
With Grande, that little blue pill is not working for him.
Grande, it's Nobo Naga.
Yeah, they're trying to help you, Grande, and it's still not helping. So.
Hey, at least I care enough to at least try your name. You know, have I told you this? Whenever I go into a store, like any kind of store,
oh god,
you know how people have like a name tag where it says like, you know, like Jake or Hamad or whatever. I always try to call them by their name. Well, I go to this one store and the guy's name is Hamad.
Please don't say what I think you're going to say. Don't mention the name of the store.
And I always say thanks, Hamad. I appreciate what you're doing here.
Jesus Christ.
He works at the hardware store.
Okay, I thought you were going to mention the other store.
No. He works at the hardware store.
Okay, God.
And I always say thanks. Jay and Hamad and you guys. This is not ethnic. I just said two people's names in real life that I say thank you to, and you guys tell me I'm getting all ethnic.
Because of your previous statements, Grande, people get nervous.
I say thank you to them every time I see them. It doesn't matter who it is. I always, you know what those people say? House business. They do. They say house business, and then afterwards, I always say, and if I messed up your name, tell me how to say it. And they always say,
Thank you. And we just go on about our way. Where's the batting cage? Everybody wants to talk about my batting cage. You know what? The batting cage opens up in 2 days.
Jesus Christ. Are you going to check to see if the homeless guy's there?
He may not have a baseball bat. God. I'm going to get him.
Oh, my God.
I have 4 over here.
He may not have a baseball
I mean, I
bat.
literally have. I mean, literally,
Grande.
like right here.
Oh,
What?
my God.
Grande, did you happen to catch the lunch
look,
stream on Monday?
Right here. I mean, I literally have 4 baseball bats right here.
Jesus Christ.
Like if the guy needs one.
Grande, did you see the lunch stream on Monday?
I did not. Business is good. Oh, no. Okay.
So,
My
we had a
pickle
guest
fell over.
on,
Who was your guest?
and we explained to the guest the baseball token story.
Oh, you
He
did.
played it for
Yep.
them.
And she was not surprised at all.
No.
She
Was
did
it-
facepalm,
Was it?
but then
was
she
it,
was not surprised.
Was it McVenom?
Mm-mm.
No.
Who was it?
It was your former employer for pool boying.
Carrie was on.
Yeah.
Did she
Carrie
laugh?
was on in a Vader costume, and we had to explain to her the baseball tokens.
Did she laugh?
She laughed. At first, she
Nervously.
thought we were joking. She thought we were joking about the
She
whole
thought we
baseball
made
token
it all
thing.
up.
And then someone played the clip for her on stream. So then she went out. She was listening to it on stream while we played it again. The whole clip about Ranger explaining your baseball token story. She facepalmed and then laughed and said, "Yeah, that sounds like Grande now."
Yeah.
So
Shock and awe.
yeah.
All right, 3 Red 7. He says, later, folks. Thanks for stopping by, 3 Red 7. Glad to have you here, my friend.
Bye, 3 Red 7. Yeah, she did. She was either laughing or disgruntled so
She had- yeah,
much
she
to
had
the
to put her
point she had to
Vader
put her
mask.
Vader mask back on.
She was so upset with you.
It was... Yeah.
Can I? What can I say?
Not much. No, not really much. It's a pretty horrifying story.
It kind of
I
is.
saw a guy walking around in a Vader mask, or almost a Vader mask today when I was at the grocery store. And I'm like, how do we have people not wearing gloves and not wearing masks, and then we have other dude comes in here, looks like he just got done with a paintball match? Like, we literally, it's like all over the gamut now in the grocery store. You don't know. I mean, you're like, is this guy coming in because he wants to protect himself, or is he coming in because he's gonna like do some damage to the store? Like, you don't even know anymore.
I'm just going to let that sit there. All right, let's get to the
These are
questions.
well, people have been waiting for Grande stories. I mean, Grande, do you have another story for the people out
or
there?
words of wisdom or anything like that.
Words of wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, look, I'm going to tell you a word of wisdom. If you get a blister, cover it up with a Band-Aid. Don't keep working with the blister when it's when it's hurting, because then in 3 days it really hurts bad.
I mean,
that's true. That's some of the
that's
better
really not words of
wisdom advice
wisdom.
he's given.
That's kind of like...
My finger is like, literally, like it's all red and it hurts. Like don't do
Hey,
like.
Grande, my finger's green. It smells like Miss Piggy. So yours is not that bad.
Bro, I don't want nothing to do with that.
That's what Miss Piggy said.
I don't want nothing to do with Miss Piggy either. So.
Well, we know Grande doesn't like white meat.
Oh, I definitely like me some white meat. My wife.
Don't even start. You will not defile that good
my wife.
marriage.
My wife. Very nice.
No, that's not what we're referencing, Grande. That's wrong.
That is what Sanely was referencing.
That's exactly what Sanely was referencing, and I like.
Sanely was 100% referencing Borat.
I was trying to change it, but I failed.
I was channeling.
I was really trying to change it to Princess Bride and failed
Can I
horribly.
sing a crumb? I have a nice crumb.
Sanely,
I do crack myself up.
you know, we talked about this, about not feeding Grande.
All right. I'm going to tell you, Borat is one of my favorites. I mean, it really is.
We don't
dude.
really care, Grande. Just
mean,
don't share
I'm
any
just
stories. I don't want to hear it. I really don't want to hear it.
Did I tell you the story?
I don't want to hear it. What about I don't want to hear it? Do you not
We're at a
understand?
Mexican food restaurant.
I
and the
didn't
line
ask
is
you
really
about the
long.
Mexican food restaurant. No one said Grande. Continue.
I have a friend that's even worse than me, which is what
I really don't want to hear this now.
His name is John. It's freaking awesome.
What about no? Do you not comprehend?
Sometimes no means yes.
No, it doesn't. Poor Loki this whole time's had to look down. He can't even look up because he's so embarrassed.
I'm laughing inside. Though.
I know.
I know. He is. I'm telling you. He knows it's good.
No, he doesn't. He just doesn't. Just like he trying to pretend he's somewhere else. He's doing Magic the Gathering shit right now because he's like, oh god.
I'm doing my Galactic War. Right?
Okay, doing Galactic War. Okay.
Galactic War.
Oh, there you go.
That takes all of 2 seconds. I'm crying over here. I'm making myself laugh so hard. I'm crying over here.
I'm. The chat wants to hear the story. I know we're going to regret this, so please share your story, Grande.
Okay, so it was lunchtime at a very popular Mexican
Y'all asked
food
for
restaurant.
this.
At a very popular Mexican food restaurant. And the line is out the door. It's out the door. And my buddy, we have a party of 4, right? So it's me, my buddy John, my buddy Nathan, and I don't remember some other person. I can't remember who was with us. And John's like, we ain't waiting in this line. And so John just walks in the restaurant and he's like, how long's the line? How long's the wait? They're like, an hour. And we're like, it's lunchtime. We can't do this. And John's like, okay, thanks. And he looks around. He goes, follow me, guys. And he walks around and then he finds an empty table. And he's like, all right, everybody just sit down. And so we all sit down at an empty table. And he's like, and he goes, and then the next person that comes, excuse me, we didn't get any menus. What happened? And they just gave us menus and went on. And I couldn't even believe it. And I'm like, this is so epic. But it's so, like, you got to have some really big cojones to do that and, like, make it work. So we didn't wait in line. He just, like, walked in the restaurant, sat down, and acted like he belonged there. And I was like, I need to, like, write this down. This guy's got, like, a dissertation in how to be Grande Patron. It was epic, dude. So if you're ever in a restaurant and you don't want to do that, you don't want to wait for an hour and a half, you can just sit down at a stall, at a booth, and just be like, we didn't get any menus. Come on.
Hey, Finn, what's long and green? It smells like Miss Piggy.
No.
My finger, yeah!
Oh my
I would just like to say as a public service announcement.
We got a $2 tip from Hamad.
Yeah. As a public service,
I know that.
as a public service, shut up, Grande. As a public service, shut up, Grande. As a public service announcement, please do not go into a restaurant and just barge in and sit wherever you damn well please, because that's going to lead to bad things. So don't do that, please.
Hey, just did I ever tell you the story about the time that
nobody asked?
Ranger was like it was like a, you know, that Snickers commercial where that person's being all grumpy.
Be very careful here, Grande. Food. I will punch you straight in your penis.
And I'm like, we're leaving because Ranger needs food. And everybody's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, you know that commercial, that Snickers commercial with Aretha Franklin? That's Ranger right now. And I have to take
That's total bullshit, and you know it. That's the biggest bunch of bullshit I've ever heard. That one time Ranger, after running a half marathon and having blisters and a bad ankle, was sitting there like, yeah, we were trying to find food. We walked all over Disney, and I was like, I got to eat something or I'm going to die. So we went and ate something. Not because I was hangry, dumbass.
I'm telling you, it was like it was like a diva, and I needed to give him a Snickers. I'm like, here you go, Aretha.
Grande was bitching more than I was, folks.
I'm a problem solver. It was fine.
Yeah. So Grande is so full of shit.
And when we got in the restaurant, we just walked in and sat down.
That's the moral of the story.
We did walk in and sit down, bro. We did. We didn't wait. We walked in and sat down.
B Monster just donated $2, said I'll pay for that Venice punch.
Yeah, it's happening. Next time they Grande, I'm just gonna whack the shit out of him. Just for all the good human beings out there in the planet. Oh. Grande's such a big deal, he doesn't need a reservation.
I'm telling you.
I'm Grande Patron!
Yeah, it's insane.
Don't you know who I am?
I'm kind of a big deal. Let me have a spot. It's all right. We all get hangry sometimes planning these.
That was not what that was, Grande. You damn well know it is. You just straight up lied on your dick. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Hey, when other people that were there are smiling.
Just made that entire shit up. I cannot believe this. In fact, you're just invited from the next Disney run. I don't even want to deal with this shit anymore, Finn. We'll just run the marathon ourselves and have a good time. Hang out with Rose and everybody else. Oh, Jesus. No, but in all seriousness, it was fun. We did
find my roomie.
I know. we did actually find a pretty cool restaurant, and everyone came and had a good time. It was a nice time. It was a nice time.
It was really good. I'm telling you, it was like the one time like Yelp built me out. I'm like, Ranger, it's 2 miles away. Do you want to get a taxi? And Ranger's like, yeah, let's go. I was like, okay, here we go. They have good food and drinks.
Well, we were trying to find a place that did that in Disney World, but they didn't. They charged much, dude. It was
I knew exactly what you wanted to do. You wanted to like hang out and like order appetizers and sit it down and drink something and like just wait for and like have like a home base where everybody could just like go and come from. It made perfect sense what you wanted to do. It made perfect sense.
And we couldn't find it at Disney World, so that was shameful.
Because every time we walked into like we were like, oh, the Irish area has gotta have a place like this. What's the wait? Hour and 45 freaking minutes.
And we were just
my buddy can't wait that long.
I was like,
I'm like, are you kidding me? He can't wait that long.
And I said, sorry, sir, don't make us call the cops.
I was like, don't make me hold him back.
Oh, Jesus. All right, Stanley. I hope you've collected the questions, my friend.
Buzzsaw VG donated $4.99. Have you ever heard of karma?
I have. Yeah, I'm a big believer in it. Grande's going to get some baseball tokens in the mail. Revenge will be hit. The homeless guy's like, I sent this back to you. I didn't have much money, but I had enough for a postage stamp.
You see the chain of events that's happening here, though, right? This is like one of those like build-ups that leads to like one grand momentous event where Grande has given the homeless man his baseball token. He's now going to give him a baseball bat. And this man, who has waited for this batting cage to open so he can finally use these baseball tokens, is going to get cut in line by Grande and his friends because that's the way you handle things. So this poor man is going to be standing there like, I'm going to be first in line, and Grande is going to be like, oh, I gave you the baseball tokens. How are you doing? And like slowly start to like turn around and like eventually move in front of him. Like, okay, who's next in line? I am.
Grande just cuts in front of him like, get out of the way, trash man.
I never once insulted
the big deal's coming through. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Most people don't even talk to that guy. I talked to him at least.
You insulted the shit out of him and then gave him fake money. You are a piece of shit.
Hey, don't look a gift token in the mouth.
No,
right?
God. Yeah, you're just digging that grave to hell, Grande. That's all I gotta say. Oh, God. Grande. Jesus. All right, Stanley, please.
The stew gods.
He is.
It's true. He does remind. He is. All
right, Stanley.
Okay, Nathan H. Question: if CG was a character in Sesame Street, who would they be?
Snuffleupagus, because you wouldn't believe the shit that they really say or do. Anybody else got a Sesame Street character?
I don't think there's anyone on Sesame Street. Yeah.
I'm
other cartoons and stuff, maybe, but not Sesame Street.
Yeah. Maybe Oscar the Grouch? I don't know.
Yeah, Sesame Street's a hard one to place for CG.
The count? Does it count their millions? 1 million
That's why
for
I think
McCracken.
Scrooge McDuck is like the best
2 million for McCrackens. 3 million. All right, next question, Stanley.
Okay, CBO97 question: is there a bug with Mando lead on Bosks where his first turn does not count towards the contract? It could be his swarm attack or normal attack.
I don't know. I have not noticed that
I've heard
bug.
of this before.
No, I haven't heard of this.
I've heard of this. Someone else mentioned it in a video. It's possible.
It's possible, but we'll wait and see. I haven't seen that, but I'll play
You
around
go
with
to
it a little bit.
EA.com.
I'll just do my own testing. Thank you, Grande.
Okay. I mean, I just was going to see if there was someone.
You
who's
can.
already
That's
reported
fine.
that bug.
Yeah, that's fine. But I'll just do my own testing to confirm it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Skywalker Vader question: can we get a Grande wisdom thought of the day?
We did. Yeah,
Don't-
we've got that
don't
one
let
in
me
the
forget.
bag. Please, no more. Actually, let's get a Loki word of the day, wisdom of the day, because Grande has basically distorted our souls. Can you do anything there, Pimpalicious?
Oh, that's awful, man. You caught me off guard. I got nothing.
Well, think about it. Think if you can save us from Grandeisms. Can we get some Lokiism? He's suave, he's pimp, he's sexy. God, we need to hear for Loki more often, not Grande. Jesus.
Leave the sinking ship. That's all I can say.
Ah, well said, my friend. All right, next one, Stanley.
John Moran question: is there any use for the earlier game squads like Phoenix at Endgame you guys have found?
No.
Cleanup?
Yeah, GAC. I mean,
Yeah.
Cleanup and
Like
GAC.
a cleanup squad. I mean, at this point, I don't even know what you would use the original Old Republic team for. Like, what would you use a Karst team for?
I mean, depends on what end game you're talking about. Because for me, Karth is still a regularly used and seen defensive team.
That's bad.
But my top 80 is a lot different than your guys' top 80, despite being Division 1.
Yeah, you're right. I don't have a relic Jedi Consular.
Yeah, I know. My Jedi Consular is awesome. But yeah, so it depends what you mean by endgame. If you're talking about like Whaley Whale endgame, right, where like Grande and Loki are, then
even my level, no.
I mean, Ranger's getting pretty
even
close.
with Rangers, no.
I mean,
Phoenix for me isn't there, but you could see Karth team potentially there. But
all right,
Karth is common in my.
I've never seen him actually anywhere. So. Forthakagi says, Finn, you aren't endgame. All right.
That's what I'm saying. It depends on what
Finn
you
is
mean.
endgame. He ended the game.
He did this. He did the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah, if you're talking about Whaley endgame, then yeah, it's not going to work.
All right. Next question, please, Mr. Sanley.
Nathan H. question: if a red shirt and a stormtrooper got into a fight, who wins?
The stormtrooper, because the stormtroopers will miss, but the red shirt will still die. Science.
Jedi training bogus. Question: since every possible game modes that we all want, raids, sandbox, live PvP, won't come to the game, what you think will be the next big thing following the new quarter?
I don't know, but I got a bad feeling about this. You know, they made that announcement in the Q&A that they have something big coming up. They even put a raid off on the side, you know, that they had been working on, that they stopped working on for this new and upcoming thing that they think that's going to affect the whole community, that's going to be really great and stuff. I don't have a good feeling about this.
I'm going to tell you, your bad feeling is correct. There's a reason why we've had 3 days of mod double drops.
For an event?
No.
Grande is saying there's going to be a mod capping.
There's a mod
level.
They're going to jack with mods again. There's a reason why we've had 3 days of mod double drops, and the reason why is because they're wanting people to blow everything they got, so that way they can get ready to slice again all your 60.
But what is that for the event coming up that they think is going to be? That's not a raid. That's going to be something that.
No, they're doing something, not an event. They're doing something.
So there's no new in-game
I think there is, but this is maybe me again being a little bit optimistic. But it's a personal raid that gives you. So they're moving from a group raid situation to a personal raid situation, and then probably bonus gear if you have Galactic Legend Ray and Kylo unlocked. But that's where you get your mod mats. That's what I'm thinking.
Something is going to change with mods.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. I mean, because they're moving away from the whole guild thing. I mean, it's pretty obvious what they're doing, and GAC is basically a solo event, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean,
And so is Jedi Legend or Galactic Legend Rey and Galactic Legend Kylo.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I mean, they're effectively a solo type raid, right?
Well, with Lightside GOTB, they don't have to put out anything for about 2027 because that bitch ain't getting done anytime soon.
Yeah, but I think that's what Loki is pointing out, that they're moving away from the whole guild
It
concept.
could be.
here.
I'm not disagreeing.
And I think the reason
that's why I have a bad feeling about this.
And I think the reason why Traya is the freaking login character is because they're getting ready to make it where you could auto the hat.
Yep. Same.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think we're all in agreement on that one. All right. Next question, Sir Sanley.
Okay, Nathan H. question: what was your first video game console? For me, that would be the 1988 Socrates Educational Video System.
Mine was... So there's
Wow.
video game console. I was young enough. My parents got me the Atari 5200. And the first 3 games I had was Pole Position, Pac-Man came with it, and then we had the Star Wars game because I was such a huge Star Wars fan even at that age. So we had the one with the, you saw in the video arcade with the little mouse thing, you moved around and stuff and you shot stuff. That was my first console game. And then I kind of got away from that, and we got an NES, and then NES took over for a long time where we had like Double Dribble and all those games from NES, right? And I didn't really get back into console gaming until, I don't know, 97, 98 when PlayStation, the first one, came out. And we were playing stuff like Warhammer and other games online there, so there you go. That's when I played Castlevania Symphony of the Night, and I was like, yeah. I remember Castlevania was one of my favorite games of all time with NES.
I agree. Castlevania was the bomb.
And if you have not seen it on Netflix, the first 2 seasons of Castlevania, the anime, I don't know what you're... It's just...
Netflix did a really good job with that.
God, that series is so unbelievably good. All right. Anybody else? First game, console? Finn, what was yours?
Original Nintendo for me.
Original Nintendo? What was... NES. So
NES.
Yeah, what was
I still have it. Too.
Yeah, but what was your first game that you really locked into?
Duck Hunt.
The first game was the Super Mario that came with it.
Yeah,
Super Mario and Duck Hunt.
Yeah.
Dude, I had the OG Nintendo that didn't even come with that. It came with Duck Hunt or Gyromite was what it came with.
Yeah.
The Mario.
Yeah, the little robot.
The little robot that would like.
No, I had Rob the Robot.
Yeah.
And then there was that game called Stack Up with the little tops that would spin.
Wow.
And then Mario came later.
Oh, Tecmo Bowl.
Oh yeah, I played the shit out of 1 and 2.
Tecmo Bowl with Christian Okoye, dude.
No, Bo Jackson, man. Bo Jackson.
Man. Christian Okoye
No
was
way.
so broken in that game.
No,
So was Bo Jackson.
Yeah.
Bo Jackson was faster than everybody in that game.
If you haven't watched
Christian
the family,
Okoye busts through the defense. You just give it to him.
yeah, unless you're playing San Francisco and you had Ronnie Lott, he'd just knock his ass out. That's why I'm like,
Nigerian
you're
nightmare,
playing
man.
Kansas City. Let me
That's
just
my
pick
boy.
San Francisco. F that crap. I'm like, you're always Ronnie Lott. Yeah, because you're always giving the ball to Christian Okoye.
Dude, that dude, you can't even tackle him, man. He was so good.
All right. Next question.
Okay. 1L73 question: Ranger, how often do you farm offense mods versus speed mods in a week?
So it depends on the teams. So I don't go by week. I go by what I need. So right now I need more speed mods.
With that.
So like when gas had come out and stuff, I knew that I was a little short on offensive mods. So for a while, even on the lunch stream, I was farming offensive mods. But now that I got some of the ones that I needed, that I was looking for, it wasn't about the speed. It was like offense and protection. So mainly for gas, and some other characters I was looking for, and I got some decent speed out of them. But once I got those locked in, then I'm like back to speed because you just need speed. So I go based off like what's been put out there and stuff like that. New metas, what's needed for the meta, what am I going to be taking off from other teams. So I try to anticipate that a little bit, and so like I try to look at that, but mainly when I farm, it's offense or speed. I don't do crit chance and crit damage or all that shit comes from the events.
There's a real need for crit chance anymore.
It really comes from the events. I get mods like that all the time: health and tenacity and potency and crit chance and all that shit. So I'm like, I'll get it from the events, but the two that you hardly ever get is offense and speed mods. So I'll farm speed mods for a little bit till I'm where I need to be, and then I'll go back to maybe doing some more offense.
I normally have a goal. Like right now, my goal is I want to farm speed mods until I get a better triangle for a better speed set triangle with the primary I want with speed that's better than the one that's on a certain character. And then after that, then I'll reassess.
All right.
Keyboard the Planet Eater. Question: is there a max amount of crystals that a Kraken can buy per day?
I don't think so.
Whatever their bank account allows.
Yeah.
When they call you,
I don't think there's a
like,
limit, right?
When freaking Capital One calls you and it says, "What's in your wallet?" It's no longer Capital One. That's what.
Yeah, I don't think there's a limit on like the number of vaults you can buy in a day, right? Because we've seen some of the other packs previously where you can buy, but it limits at like 20 purchases or something like that. I don't recall ever hearing anything for those. For anything besides that.
All right.
Keyboard the Planet Eater. Question: what books could you imagine Star Wars characters reading? I could definitely see
Lord of the Rings.
A Tale of Two Cities.
I could see Rey reading 50 Shades of Grey.
Perfect. Yeah, because there was a guild called 50 Shades of Rey for a while.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
I wonder. What book would Yoda read?
I don't think Yoda knows how to
Dad
read.
jokes for Jedis.
No, that would be Kenobi, 100%.
No way. Yoda was a trickster.
That is a Kenobi. That is a Kenobi book for sure.
He would read puns for fathers.
Yoda would read a book called The Life of a Frog.
No, that would be Kermit the Frog.
I think Yoda reads pop-up books. That's what it is.
No. All right.
Seagulls, how to become their friends.
Jesus. Swamp living. And how you can survive.
Stop it now. Keyboard the Planet Eater. Question: do you think that more Galactic Legends characters will be available later on?
I hope to pray God not for a long time.
For a long time, maybe. I would say end of the year.
One a
least.
year? One every 6 months? I could see that.
I think we're closer to about 6 to 8 months probably that we
Please
would
God,
see it.
not again.
Ahsoka Meow. Question: does Grief need any Zetas, or are they a luxury?
You need his not
The
the
cleanse
one,
one.
the cleanse one. Yeah, you need that one.
Yeah.
The other one that gives extra damage it's okay, but it's not needed. I think Mandos are needed. If you're especially, I'm running him lead, so I think his Zetas are both really nice. But I think Grief, you need that. That's that other unique. I don't know what it's called. I don't have the game open in front of me right this moment. All right, next one.
What else? 73. Question: is Sanley going to start playing again? Seems like the time to come back and start up, other than a slow news week. Maybe. Maybe I'd consider it. I don't know.
Okay. Next question.
Kara Elder. Question: in my arena, Shakti was often in the top 10. Who was in the 5th on that team usually? Arc, Annie, or Zeta Barris?
I'm trying to think. It's Shakti and all the clones. I think it's Arc Trooper. It was just if you didn't have gas ready and you had your...
The same 4, it's just a different lead.
Just
I
different
agree.
lead.
I agree.
You know,
And it makes it so that you overlap. That's the whole point, right? So the whole point that most people were using that particular team, Echo, Fives, Rex, and Arc Trooper with the Shakti lead, was that you could potentially replace Shakti with gas when you got gas, and then shift Shakti over to the Padme team, and now you have like the same things that you spent resources on being used in different teams still. So there was no waste there in gearing.
We have a $2 donation from Shadow Val. Bring back What a Whale Wants.
What
You're
a
actually
whale
right,
wants,
Shadow. I'm not.
What a whale needs.
Shadow
whatever
Veil, that
makes
is on
him
my
happy
list,
and
actually.
sets him free.
You remember
I actually
that?
have like a notebook running.
We had
I-
Shadow Val on What a Whale
Hi,
Wants.
Jason.
Who
I
else
see
did we
Jason in
have?
the
We had
chat.
all kinds of cool people on What a Whale Wants.
What a whale wants. What a whale needs. All right.
Kara Elder. Question: what counters a Shakti team?
Everything.
Yeah.
Darth Revan kicks the shit out of it. Jedi Knight Revan kicks the shit out of it. Padme really kicks the shit out of it.
Which one was it? The Shakti team?
Yeah.
Probably even JTR, an old school JTR team would take
It could,
out.
depending on the mods and the relic level, but yeah.
It's going to be, well, I'm not going to say anything. It's going to be the high level teams that people are working on. It's not
Yeah,
like,
but Grievous
it's not
can
just
kill
like
it.
any team.
Grievous can
But like
kill
a
it.
Palpatine lead could probably take it out.
Depends on the... No, I'm going to disagree with
I
you on
don't think
that
so.
one. Because it's going to depend on the speed. If you go first, yes. But then it's RNG based because if they resist anything, and especially Rex, and he gets that tenacity up, you're basically borked. Because they'll wreck your ass. But if you can outspeed them and land them, then yeah, you can. But
even outspeeding isn't good because you're gonna Shock T puts retribution on everyone, and that's EP team is usually a bunch of AOEs.
Yeah.
Because if Rex goes first, kind of what you were mentioning, if Rex goes first, gets tenacity up, and Palpatine doesn't get stuns, then everyone's counterattacked. TIE Fighter pilot is AOEs, and he's gonna get counterattacked. So is Tarkin. Like, it's not a pleasant. I would not do EP against that.
No, I wouldn't
You
either.
can throw EP on a team to help. You can throw Thrawn on a team, but the typical EP team of EP Vader, Thrawn, Tarkin, TFP is not a great matchup.
All right. But a lot of stuff beats the shit out of it. Because they just, and especially the AI
TLS would probably kill it.
Yeah, the AI just does some stupid things with Shock T and clones. That's why it's not a good defensive team. It's just they prioritize and do stupid things. You're like, okay, thank you for the win. So, all right. Next question, Sir Solus.
Kara Elder, question: besides Ventress and B1 and GK, anyone else needed to be relicked? How high should I relic? Is 3 high enough?
3 is high enough, and you need Ahsoka. I mean,
Man,
this is probably for gas.
You don't need Ahsoka.
It makes
You don't need Ahsoka or Asajj. I did it with just B1 and GK.
Yeah, you can do it.
How many attempts?
I will tell you
The second one did. Remember the second one, because I didn't look at any of the videos, right? So the second one, once I got the modding straight, took me like 3 attempts. I mean, we did it on remods.
But you did have.
I'm talking for
clear.
phase 4.
Let's be clear. For phase 4, it took him less than an hour and a half. But
phase 4, yeah, phase 4 took me a while. I mean, yeah, somewhere around 2 hours, 3 hours.
Clear, you had most of your characters at G12.
Correct. You can't go in with G11. You can go in with gear 12s with some selective gear at gear 12 as well. No, not just modding. Like you needed some of the the bayonet on Droideka. That was also really important. So there are some pieces at gear 12, but the only relic I had was a relic 5B1, and then you need the mods in order to make sure that they're pretty tanky. You need a lot of protection and crit avoidance. But I did it with just straight up.
Relic 7
if you want an easy time, Asajj, B1, GK, and Ahsoka. You don't need to do the rest of them.
Yes, more relics makes it easier.
Yeah,
but
less time.
More relics does make it easier.
And
Otherwise,
I have not. I don't think I've actually increased the gear on any of my droids since I got gas. So if you look at my droids, it should be the exact same. Mods are different, but gear-wise should be exactly the same.
Yeah.
Double checking. Yep, I still have the same gear on it. So the gear that I have right now on those droids, on B1, Droideka, Magna Guard, B2, and then also on Asajj, is exactly the same gear as when I beat it. And they're all gear 12, except for B1, that is Relic 5. You can see the Zetas and everything on there. There was a Zeta, and that was all I needed. And then modding is different again.
All right, next question.
Kara Elder, question: what is ideal turn order for Imperial Troopers and Padme teams?
All right, so Imperial Troopers is easy. Stark obviously goes first. You want to have your Death Trooper second, right? You want that AOE grenade, but you only need him to have him like 80% of Stark, right? Because he's going to get that turn meter from Stark. So Stark goes first. Death Trooper throws his grenade. He takes the ability away from everybody else, plus debuffs them, right? Then the rest, it doesn't matter, because at that point, you're going to start doing your stuff with Sanely Trooper. You're going to start doing your stuff with Veers, right? You can target someone and stuff like that. But for me, it works out perfectly. I went back and actually synced it up to where Stark goes first and my Death Trooper goes second. And Death Trooper is a bad mamma jamma, because that AOE hits, debuffs them, gets the block on them, and also they basically can't do nothing but basics, and that's all you need, because once the troopers get going, you kill one of them, everything's resetting, they're getting that turn meter train going, it's over from that point. Padme,
you need to make sure that gas is fat.
Gas
is slower than Padme.
You mean Jedi Knight Anakin, you crazy bastard?
GK is slower than Padme. That's the main thing. Especially if you put it on defense.
Yeah. pretty simple stuff. So,
Bradzo SWGOH, question: how did you feel about CG upping the nodes from 5 to 8 only hours before May 4th's double drop ended? I only had 2 hours to use that, and I had already spent 500 crystals for all the refreshes.
yeah, that one was
Don't
a
look
little.
a gift horse in the mouth.
No, I'm gonna push back on that because I think that was kind of shitty. You announced everything else, but you didn't announce that, and you let players, especially in Europe, waste all their stuff before they had an opportunity to know that
that's
was
a good
gonna
point.
they were gonna be able to use them for specific nodes instead of 5 instead of 8, and got crystals out of them and stuff. So it was a pretty shitty move. If you're gonna announce everything but that, that's pretty shitty. You know, I mean, I don't know why you didn't announce that. I mean, that's straight crap in my opinion. So, I mean,
But it is for a month. I mean, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow's another day. Just do it tomorrow instead.
yeah, but I mean, but you understand, people saved up
You do
their
miss
energy.
out on multiple attempts, right?
I
Every
don't disagree.
refresh you miss out on
I do.
three.
I understand.
I'm kind of with you, Grande. It was free stuff, right? And so I'm not necessarily going to complain about it, but they could have
I will.
communicated it
That-
better because
that-
people could have gotten better out of it,
Yeah.
and they didn't communicate it well. But we're also, this is also the usual way CG has done stuff, right? I've noticed this for a long time. They do these updates at the end of everyone's refresh cycles, like all the time, like right around 5 p.m. Eastern time. A lot of times they will release information on the forums. They will put updates in the game for this. And it's been one of those things where it's always like, wait until the very end in order to do your refreshes. It's hard for people though, and I don't usually bother with it anymore because it's too much effort. But they've been this way, unfortunately, with their timing, and it's just bad. And I imagine that it might have to do something with their internal like server cycles or something like that, which is why they did it this way. But it would have been nice if
mechanics.
Yeah, it's still shitty. It's still
It
shitty.
is.
Surprise! Just when you think
is.
Because
It's always
honestly, I think what
jazz
they,
hands.
for me, what they did for May the 4th, I really liked. I liked what we got in the mail and stuff. It may not have been the best, but I still thought the Zetas and everything that we got was really cool. And the whole month we're getting way more crystals and shit, along with Treya. I think they did a good job. But then again, this is what CG does. They do all this wonderful stuff that I give them high praise for. And then they do some
bad.
Yeah, and then they do this shit. I'm like, you just made this wonderful meal. Everyone's ready to eat this wonderful meal of filet mignon and everything. And then someone goes right in the middle of the table and takes a giant shit right in the middle of the table. Yeah, you can still eat the meal, but it ain't going to be quite the experience that you had before because you got that big pile of crap staring you in the face. They do this all the time. They always like to shit where they eat, and I don't understand it. It's a simple thing of just communicating, hey, at this such and such time, we will be doing such and such. It's not that hard. You know, how hard is it to put out a message on the forum saying, hey, I know it's a little bit last minute, but before all you guys start spending all your stuff, here you go. I just thought it was bad form. So, you know, which really takes away from all the good stuff that they gave us. A lot of good stuff.
Maybe
man.
that was something somebody put in at the last minute and it took a while to get approved.
Well, then say that on the forums.
Good point. They should have said that.
You know, instead of leaving people in the lurch, you know, that feel like they got hung out to dry. And that's the thing, that a lot of players felt like they got hung out to dry. All right, next question, Stanley.
CT Bongo question: I saw a video of 3-star Gear 8 Mando and Relic 7 Grief taking down Darth Revan and Padme. Do you think this is possible without Relic Grief?
No. And I'd have to look more into that stuff. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, the stuff that I've been sent is Relic characters killing like Darth Revan and stuff. And the big thing is you need mods. Speed is essential, because if you can't, Darth Revan and Bassa, when they get modded, Revan can be in the 330 range. Now you get 20 speed or 30 speed depending on which lead you go for, whether it's Django or whether it's Mando, right? You have to be able to outspeed the Revan you're facing. If not, I don't care.
That's tough.
You know,
that's really tough.
Because if that fear goes off, you're basically hosed. Simple. Your team doesn't take a turn. Basil puts battle corrupted meditation, and you're basically going to get crushed. However, if you go first, it's like the Imperial Trooper team. If the bounty hunters get a chance to go first, they can kill any team other than the Galactic Legends. They're that good. because they debuff, they do all this crazy stuff. I mean, they are really nasty. But it all comes down to mods. And relics, because you have to really be able to kill certain characters fast. You know, like we talked about earlier with Malik. You got to be able to get those annihilates and stuff into the pipeline.
And the crazy thing is, a bunch of people switched all their good mods back over to Darth Revan teams because it's a great counter for the Galactic Legends, which means you're spreading mods even thinner now if you're going to try to get a bounty hunter team to beat one of those teams.
You gotta keep working those mods. All right, next question, Stanley.
Kara Elder, question: what gear are the lowest URGOs can be to clear Watt mission?
I've done it with the team I have, and that's a Relic GBA and all Gear 12 Geos, but it's 50-50 because RNG
it's
can
much
get you.
easier when you get them all Relic.
Well, Relic.
I have 2 Relic. I have 2 Gear 12s, 3 Gear 11s, and I beat it.
Yeah, but you can also get.
I can't beat the Accolade. The Accolade, I have no chance at. The Watt
I think
missions,
that's what they mean.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, the Watt missions is a lot easier than the Accolade, but for the
Yeah,
Watt
I'm
mission,
assuming they're talking about the
RNG.
the Watt mission, right?
it depends. It depends on that on the fourth phase, right? It depends on which team you get to, because
there's also a strategy involved that I don't think people realize, which is that you have to put Hoggle in the 4th spot, right? And the goal is not to kill somebody, but it's actually to ability block everyone, particularly the AoEs.
Yeah.
And so you have to time out all of your turn meter and stuff correctly so that you at least have somebody going early. In particular, if you can get Geo Soldier somewhat fast on turn meter, he's going to go and he's going to trigger his turn meter boost, right? Or if somebody else can go, they'll call Geo Soldier, who get full turn meter, and then you save that special ability, and that helps a whole lot too. So you can do it with less. The Accolade mission, a lot harder. The Watt mission is going to be strategy and distributing ability blocks, not killing. If you are going after
RNG on lower levels, because you can get a resist or a dodge or something, and then you're basically in trouble.
It's real RNG if you're lower
Not
level.
for the first 2 battles, but the 3rd battle and the 4th battle, depending on also who you're facing, can really, they'll start one-shotting your ass, because, you know, this is a phase 3 battle, so depends on the level and stuff, but Acolyte's a whole nother animal altogether, but for the most part, Watt's different. I'm just thinking more of the Acolyte. I'm 50-50 on. Sometimes I beat it, sometimes I'm like, well, the RNG just effed me, I'm going to die, and I'm dead. You know, not so much with Watt. I'm like 90% I get it done. I've had one time where I got to phase 4, I'm like, what's all this resisting? What is happening? Oh my god, I'm dead! It's just out of nowhere. You're like, oh shit. So, it can happen. All right, next question.
The order that I use, by the way, just really quick, the order that I use, and this one's the one that's worked for me since I've used this both in GAC and for the Watt mission, is Geo Brute Alpha, then Sunfac, Geo Soldier, Spy, and then Poggle in that order. And it's because of the way that turn meters and stuff is called that you want Sunfac in the front so he dispels, and then you want Poggle in the back for the ability block, and then in between you need that tenacity.
All right. Next question.
Bill Buttlicker. Question.
Yay, Bill Buttlicker. He has a fun name.
Question. The community Gas versus Supreme Kylo. Business is good. CG Gas versus Supreme Kylo. Business is bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it is. They're not going to allow their team to be beaten that easily. That's exactly what it is. We saw Operation Metaverse put out their video and then became the AI change. Arnold put out his video. Now they're going to look to change the AI again or change something with Supreme Leader Kylo. It's going to be that way for a while. Every time a counter video comes out, they're going to somehow nerf it for the next probably 4 months.
Couple months, man. We've seen this happens every time.
Yep.
Kazakage Too Easy. Question: Grande, have you caught any quarantine chicken?
Next question.
I went to the grocery store and got some, but
next
live
question.
ones
Please,
I
God,
have not.
please, next question.
By the
Please,
way,
God,
Contingent 33 put up a great little post in our Discord about a chicken named Kylo Hen, and I thought that was excellent. Just wanted to give a big shout out on that one.
And Curtis is mentioning that Arnold was not the first one to put out the gas counter.
He was.
He
not
probably
the first
wasn't. It's just the one that I think most people saw.
It was the
because of
one
his
most people
following.
saw. I agree, but
Yeah.
it was not the first one.
And it's probably the one that CG actually took notice of. I'll put it that way.
I would agree.
I'm sure there's others that put it out, but CG caught notice.
I think Bulldog may have done it.
Yeah, I think Bulldog may have done it too.
All right.
But yeah.
And
guys,
someone
I
else
can do
before him.
Easy question, Grande. Did any of you guys tip at the restaurant?
Oh yeah, you always got to give a good tip, man. But just a tip.
Revenator, question for Grande. Have you seen that same homeless guy since the baseball token incident?
Okay, so I just got to tell you in the relation of where this place is. So I'm probably gonna end up at a job. I'm getting a job, and believe it or not, yeah, I know, I'm actually getting a job. But the place where I'm gonna work is right there at that intersection. So, and there's like a whole group, like a herd.
Oh my God.
Of homeless people that like sit at the Waffle House, and then they come to the intersection. So I will be giving you more and more homeless people stories from that one intersection because I'm working now at that intersection. So there will be more to come.
Okay. Buzzsaw.
Ranger doesn't like that.
I just feel bad for the homeless people. Probably vets too. She's gonna get hosed over by Grande. Thanks for serving our country. I'm sorry you're having a hard time. Have some baseball tokens. Go and make something with your life. The horror stories in my brain, the possibilities just went exponentially. Let's move on. I don't want to think about this anymore.
I'm just waiting for the day that Grande's just goes up to him and says, "Oh, I need change for a vending machine," and gives him $1. Can you spare some change?
God.
The day is gonna come, Grande. At some point, you're gonna ask him for change. I feel it already. I feel that that's gonna happen, and that's the day I'm waiting for. Oh my God. This is gonna be so bad, but I want to hear every story.
Business is good.
Yeah, business is good. Yeah. Thank you, EXO. Or the slash from roads.
Well, I don't know what I mean. A gaggle, a group, a flock. What do you guys are mad? I'm calling them a herd. There's like a bunch of them that hang out in one spot.
Just call them a group of people.
It's a group.
A group. Okay.
People don't have those kind of.
They're not animals, Grande.
There's a group of them that hang out at the corner.
Jesus.
There's a group of ethnic homeless people.
They're not ethnic. They're not ethnic.
Saintly, please. Next question.
Buzzsaw VG, question, has anyone tried the key lime donuts from Krispy Kreme?
Yes, I didn't like them.
No. I don't have a Krispy
I'm
Kreme
not
nearby.
gonna. If you guys only knew that I gave those homeless people something every time I went by.
Well, we don't know.
I give them, look, when it's hot outside, I always
What do you give them? Paper clips? I mean,
what?
what?
I get 2 waters at the 7-Eleven.
Some ketchup packets you had in the car. Used tissue.
I give them something something that's like not trash. I'm not going to give them trash.
Other than the one time that it was kind of trashy what you gave.
Hey, I paid good money for those tokens.
Oh, God.
If they don't like them, I don't give them pocket lint. I mean, I like baseball tokens.
I paid good money for those baseball tokens.
I did.
I'm just going to let that shit sink in, folks.
I mean, it's $20 for 20 tokens.
I'm just going to let that shit sink in.
I gave that guy $1.
$1 of worthless baseball tokens.
Well, just because the place is closed doesn't mean it's worthless. In 2 days.
2 days, that's right. He'll be able to be hungry
Don't they
and
say
sling
no
the...
cash value on their Grande?
Oh,
yeah, but
God.
the tokens will work in 2 days.
For baseball, though, not for $1.
Oh, God.
No, he could go get some exercise. Look, man, I give whoever.
Do you think he's going to have the energy to swing the bat, Grande, since he's so goddamn hungry?
He shouldn't be hungry.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. He shouldn't be hungry.
I mean, he's right there next to the Waffle House. He should be fine.
Jesus Christ, you're a monster. They're right next to the Waffle House. What does that mean? Free food all the time, Grande? Where are they getting this magical food from the Waffle House?
You know, every time they're there, I say hi, and
I didn't ask that. Where's this magical food coming from?
I mean, there's no such thing as magical.
Grande's all like, let them eat pancakes.
I mean, they should eat pancakes if that's what they like.
They don't have any money. How are they going to get some pancakes, you freak? Oh, God, I'm going to die.
They don't look hungry when you
They
look at them.
don't look hungry. Jesus Christ.
I mean, they don't look like they missed a meal in a while.
Oh, my God.
I say hi to them every time, and I give them something every time. What else am I supposed to do?
I would say just leave them alone, Grande. You're not good for business. You're really not.
I mean, I do not give them ketchup packets. I don't do that.
Oh, yeah, Buzzsaw. You can't buy pancakes from Waffle House, you idiot.
You buy waffles at the. I think the Waffle House does serve pancakes, actually.
Shadowville just donated $2. Says Mar Bing says hi. God. Roast taco, classic country look equals Ethiopian. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, apparently they have to look like Starvin' Marvin for them to look like they're actually hungry.
That's the only way Grande knows. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. You know, the sad thing
Business is good.
The business is not good. No, Jedi Knight Shaw. And the funny thing is, I'm sitting here just dying. Loki's over there. I don't know what Loki's doing. He's just chilling. Like nothing phases that dude. Be awesome with $2. They don't look hungry. What the? Oh God. Okay, let's get off this, please. I'm gonna die. Stanley, next question, please. Jesus.
Curtis on fire. Question for Loki: have you tested the boba lead you suggested with Mando and Grief?
No, not yet. I actually just I finished my Mando this morning, so I got him Gear 13, and then I got him to Relic 5, and then Grief is also Relic 5, and then I threw all the Zetas on him. So looking forward to testing it though, and I'll report back.
Yeah, I'll be doing some testing with Loki too. So we'll look at we'll deal with it because I did the Mando lead, and I'll try the Jingle lead, and maybe we'll report back to you guys. Mm-hmm. Buzzsaw VG says this donation is for Grande to use to buy pancakes from Waffle House. Don't go hungry.
I don't know if you should have.
I'm never hungry.
It doesn't look hungry to me.
Do I look hungry to you? Do I look like I missed a meal? I haven't ever missed a meal.
Oh my God!
Unless it was on purpose, I missed it. Promise.
Die. Jesus Christ! Oh Jesus! Oh, the damage just shrunk tonight. All right, next question, please. Sanely, Jesus.
Keyboard the Planet Eater. Question: who would be the winning side when it comes to shooting stormtroopers or B1 battle droids?
Oh, the B1 battle droids. At least they can hit their target. Stormtroopers can't hit shit. What is in the B1s? Oh God. B-Boss, you're not homeless like Grande Patron.
You're right. I'm not homeless.
He only looks homeless.
Only on Tuesdays, because shower days on Sundays. Come on, guys.
Minato Namikaze, question, what if the new game mode is some form of PvP?
It's not going to be.
I'm telling you guys, they're going to be like, we gave you more mod storage and gave you 6A mods. You're welcome.
They didn't give us more mod storage.
No,
Nope.
they will.
They're not increasing mod storage.
They said they weren't.
There's no way.
They said they weren't. They said they couldn't do it.
Well,
Yeah,
they could
they already
release
said
more
they weren't.
characters. That's what
Yeah,
they
they could do
They
that.
might release
Yeah,
more
that's
characters
true.
for 6
Oh no,
more at a time.
it's going to be vehicles. We can throw
Oh, we
mods
get
in the trunk of
vehicles,
the
yeah.
vehicle.
Oh, there
Ships 2.0. I mean,
Yeah, you can
It
throw
could be
mods in the
vehicle.
trunk.
put your junk in the trunk.
All right, James O'Mani. He says 3 a.m. here in Ireland. Peace out, my friend. Oh, Jesus. Oh, please, God help me. Please, let's get through the rest of these questions, Stanley, as quickly as possible. I'm going to die.
What else? 73 question, if you could go to Carrie's house and she let you play all her different consoles and video games for 24 hours, how many weeks would you be able to hide before she found you?
Oh, a long time. I'm very good at that. I was trained by the best. Now, Grande, no. Grande would just go in his speed. I'm like, I'm here to fix the pool again.
I'd just go in there and sit down and I'd say, where's my menu?
I actually believe that you would do that to CG Carey.
CBO 97 question, 8 hard node and bronzium changes. Your thoughts?
I think we kind of hit on this before. What are the bronzium changes?
I don't really know why the bronzium changes like that. I think it's just there to make you log in more times a day so that you can get so that you can hit the
You get free
button.
crap. Yeah.
Yeah, because the more times you're in the game looking at free crap, and you'll notice that the free crap is on the same screen as all the pay crap. So the more times you look at it, the more opportunities there are for you to actually click the buy button.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. All right, next question.
Kara Elder, question, what could they possibly mean by focusing on Empire Strikes Back? Is there
Still
any
up in the
characters
air.
left, or does this mean we're getting crappy vehicles mode?
But we need C-3PO. We need C-3PO with a silver leg versus all gold.
Well, in Empire Strikes Back, he had both his legs missing, Grande.
Yeah, we need that version too. We need
Blown up
Chewie with
C-3PO.
C-3PO on his back.
But for Empire, I don't know who they're going to add. Most of the characters from the Empire side have been added to the game, unless they start adding some admirals.
The Veers
Elon
wasn't even in
and
the
stuff
freaking
like that.
movie.
Okay, they absolutely need to.
What do you mean,
add
General
the
Veers? Wait a minute. Did you just say Veers
I
wasn't
mean,
in the movie?
Stark wasn't in the movie. I'm sorry, I misspoke. Stark wasn't in the
I was about
movie.
to say, Grande, you dumbass.
They gotta add the Ice Cream Man.
I mean, sure. I mean, I don't know.
We saw him at the marathon, remember? He ran with the ice cream.
Next question.
We have since learned that was the container holding the Beskar.
Yeah.
It is the Beskar storage container.
All right.
Durgan, question, sanely, have you had a chance to try Super Dick Man? If you don't know what that is, just Google Super Dick Man, and it'll ruin your search results. But German.
I'm not going to Google that.
It's a German candy.
Let's just leave it at that. Let's just leave it at that, Stanley. He's trying to set you up.
But
don't,
no, I
don't even attempt to answer that.
I haven't even tried the tip yet.
Yeah, no, not even. Don't even put it in your mouth. All right, next question.
La, 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 la.
That makes you go la 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 la. Get the hell out of here, Grande.
Kazakagi, too easy. Question, do you think Kylo would read self-help books?
No.
Absolutely not. Kylo thinks he's all that.
Yeah, and a
He's
bag
not
of
reading
potato
a
chips.
self-help book.
All right.
When I only had
Oh,
one baby, he
jeez.
said the next time it'd be just a tip, and he
Exo
lied.
68 cheered eggs
We ended up with
126.
we ended up with 2 babies.
Well played, Exo. Well played. All right, next.
Grim question, when are we going to play more Borderlands 3?
I don't know, fan. That's not my bag of tea.
I'm just waiting for this COVID stuff to end, honestly. I am running out of so much time. Like, I'm literally taking 2 days off next week to work on RSG stuff because I just haven't had the time for anything. So
You're running out of time?
He doesn't
I
have
have
enough
no
time in the
time.
day. Yeah.
There's too much going on with work.
I mean-
my work schedule's actually like tripled because of COVID.
Yeah.
So,
That's so crazy.
All right.
yep.
Because-
So I'm actually
because-
taking 2 days off next week to catch up on RSG things that I need to get done.
All right. Next. Rapid fire. Let's go.
Curtis
Yeah.
on fire.
Hold on
Question-
to a homeless person said, "How's business?" First of all,
Yes, I did. I asked him how business
which
was.
is awful.
I mean, he's an entrepreneur, right?
There it is.
I'm just gonna let that one just slide off, and then to make matters worse, you asked him how business is, which is a homeless person,
Yeah.
and gave him pretend not real money for a batting cage from a place that it's not even open right now, which he can't even enjoy.
He can enjoy it later.
He'll be able to enjoy it in 2 days, apparently, from Grande's.
2 days, baby. 2 days. I might have to find that same guy and ask him if he wants to use the point. I mean, I'm driving by that guy every day now.
Next question, please, Stanley.
Curtis on fire. Question: what happened to the roster review streams where Ranger goes through everyone's roster and gives advice? Forgot what it was.
Oh, mini roster reviews. Yeah, I just haven't had time either. I mean, when I'm not doing the streams that we are doing, and we have some other epic streams coming up too, I'm basically outside doing a lot of like landscaping and stuff and heavy lifting and things. Usually by the time I get done at night, if we're not streaming, I'm pretty much exhausted. So I'm streaming every day, sometimes twice a day, and doing that on top of everything else. So pretty pooped. So if something had to give a little bit, that was one of the things. I mean, we're still doing other streams and stuff, and we've actually done other streams. We're doing D&D and some other stuff with D&D and some other things. So yeah, just not had as much time. So we're still doing the lunch stream. If you want a roster, you can still come on the lunch stream, and we're still doing the lunch streams there. So there you go.
Minato Namikaze, question for Millennial Finn. Is there a reason that CG went crazy with the offense stats recently because they don't understand how defense works?
Oh, snap.
Honestly, probably, yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. To them, everything works like... The thing is, they made it, or someone in their team made it way back in the day, and they literally think like everything works like potency and tenacity.
And it sure doesn't.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Suka Meow.
Meow.
Question: is Django lead Zeta better? Meow. That there are 3 bounty hunters that start the battle with bounty hunter resolve.
Something we got to work on. Me and Loki are going to test that out for you guys. Next.
Jason BM question: what do you do when Ranger J1999 brings down the hammer on you for not Gear 13 BSF yet?
That better not be the case, Jason. You know what I'm talking about.
Grande has a micro donger. You make sure you let me $20.
Dr. Gatsa with a $20.
My micro donger.
God has a micro donger.
I'm telling you, it is abnormally small. I would agree, and I tell that to all the ladies.
I'm sure they agree. All right, next question, Stanley.
Well, they got to come look.
We really don't want to know. All right, next question, please, Stanley.
Nathan H. question: which HK Zeta should I add first?
It's been a while. Off the top of my head, I don't remember.
HK Zetas?
Boy, it's been a while. I did HK, and I don't have the game in front of me right now.
I don't even remember. Let me go back over here to GG for a minute.
It's unique, right? It's not a special. I think it's just unique first, right? I think the one that ties him in with Darth Revan.
Right? Let's look at him and see. So he only has 1 Zeta. No, he has 2 Zetas. The self-reconstruction one, and then the Loyal to the Maker.
Loyal to the Maker, I think that was the one.
Loyal to the Maker is the one you want to use if you're using Darth Revan.
Yes.
Darth Revan lead.
Yes.
Because he gives him all this cool stuff.
Yep.
The other one is about the self-reconstruction is like when buffs expire. Well, the Darth Revan team never has buffs, really.
Right.
So it doesn't...
That's for like droids and stuff.
Yeah, so...
No, that's not the Zeta part, Grande.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
The
I'm
Zeta
looking,
part is that's
I
the
know, I'm
full
reading the whole
ability.
Zetas. I'm reading the Zetas. The Zeta
Look at what
part
the
is-
Zeta ability is.
the Zeta part is when HK uses an ability during his turn, it deals 25% more damage if the target has Death Mark or Fear.
There you go. It has nothing to do with the buff expiring. In fact, the Zeta makes that ability useful.
Makes it useful underneath the other one. And this one here says the Zeta ability for the loyalty to the Maker one is if HK's leader is Darth Revan, then enemies with protection up can't gain bonus turn meter. Oh, that's junky kind of, actually.
No, that's fantastic. Are you kidding me?
It's good.
I'm not saying, but what I'm saying is that, like, so protection up teams would be like, okay, so this is going to work great.
Protection period.
No,
it's with
enemies
protection
with
up.
protection up.
It's
can't
specifically
gain-
with protection
Oh, I'm
up.
getting that confused. You're right. Sorry.
So
gain
it's actually a
bonus
little
turn
more
meter.
limited. I prefer self-reconstruction.
So I'm
over
saying is, yeah, I think. Thank you for the correction there, Finadoodle. It is self-reconstruction.
It is self-reconstruction. I just don't have it in front of me, so okay, that makes sense.
I had to look
I
him
was
up.
loyalty
It's
to
been
the
so
maker.
long.
I really did. So no, I guess I was wrong. It is reconstruction.
I was too busy looking at my micro donger.
Jesus Christ.
Jason,
Yeah.
Yep. Jason BM question: at what gear can you run the Imperial Troopers in GAC?
12, depending on where you're at in your division, right? The higher your divisions, the higher they have to be. Like, you can be gear 11, like Division 4 and 3 and stuff like that, and still be effective. I still run them in Division 1 for anybody that puts any kind of nonsense on the board, because that's just free 60 banners for me. It doesn't matter. It could be a weak crew team. It could be a weak bounty hunter team. As soon as I see that they don't have mods for speed or anything, I'm like, well, time for the troopers. But they got to be 12, and you got to have at least the bayonets on some of the troopers, like a snow trooper or death trooper, stuff like that.
What else? 73 question: is it possible to get characters 5-star to 7-star in 1 month with 8 attempts without refreshing the node?
Probably not.
Depends
And
on the
reason
drop
why is
rate.
because you're gonna get your drop rate is somewhere around a third, which means you would get maybe on a good day you'd get 3, on a bad day you'd get 2, right? So you're not going to get enough.
Well, 5-star you need it to 7-star you need
You
180.
might get 100 in a month, but you're not going to get 100.
Well, if you get 30 days in a, let's see if that's 30.
Yeah, but 5-star to 7-star is 180.
Right, so you're going to get 100, or you're going to get 90
It would take
stars.
you 2 months at that rate.
So unless
like great RNG.
Yeah.
Kazakagi, too easy. Question: can Mando disintegrate GLs?
I don't know about GLs. They're pretty resistant to that
No,
kind of
it's
stuff.
they get the 99,999 damage.
Yeah, they have a reduction of massive damage, and don't they get something against whatever they call it, the death effects or
Right.
the terminate effects, or they came up with a new name for it.
Yeah.
So they actually have resistance against those things too, if there's any kind of insta-kill.
Yeah.
Which is why Nihilist would now work on them, which is what we had the discussion on when they first released the kit.
Buzzsaw VG question: is there anything better than a Grande stream? Honestly, I'm almost passed out from laughing so hard. Grande, love you, man.
Don't encourage
Telling you,
him.
just me and my micro donger over here.
Oh, Jesus. Next question, please.
You know what we're doing.
Darth Jar Jar question: does CG not understand defense because they think it works the same way as it does in FIFA?
We've
my
we've
God.
already discussed
Dude,
this.
don't even get us
Let's not
started
get Finn
on
started on this shit, because we'll be
I
here
mean,
for an hour.
Finn would probably explode. Finn has spent more time trying to explain what defense means to people than almost anyone I know. I mean, Finn made a calculator and a special blog post and like a special video on how defense works. And this is years ago. And I'm not talking like, oh, it was like a year ago he did this. I'm talking that he did this in like 2006 or 2007. I mean, we're talking. I
You
mean,
mean
it's a long time.
2016, 2017?
Yeah, what the hell are you
2016,
talking?
2017.
What
Sorry.
the hell are you talking about? Okay, next question. I'm not even gonna let this rant continue.
He's right, though.
2006,
The defense
2007, before the game, 10 years before it was even
No,
launched.
I meant 2016 or 2017.
Sure you
when
did,
Infinity
Grande.
did.
No.
Sure.
2016 or
wasn't.
2017.
Yeah, it was in 2016 or 17. I can't remember, but I put the date stamp actually in there in the version, so I could track it. But yeah, it's still fairly accurate. It's only off by like 0.3% or something. That's since then it's been like an increase in level cap and everything, and that was with the help of some of the guys from SWGOH too,
And
Carbs
they
and
have that
Josh.
resource. They could just ask Dan and Josh and them guys over there, and those guys could totally tell them that they were wrong.
Yeah.
All right, next question.
Shadow moment there, Ray Rock.
Shadow Veil. Question: is Loki still making lightsabers? If so, how much? I need one for my upcoming 40th birthday.
Ooh.
Oh man. Message me on Discord.
There you go.
No, but I'm not actively building right now just because the cost of items.
Oh yeah, I can only.
There's I missed. They're on the whole, like Sword of the Jedi. They're on the whole RGB blades now, which I never got on board with. Sound cards and all that, and all the places that I used to buy parts from, they actually sell pre-assembled stuff now. But message me on Discord. We'll discuss.
All right.
Curtis on Fire. Question: what happened to Vader's Cup of Plenty?
We got rid of it. It's just too much of a pain in the ass.
It can be back. I'm actually making a note.
I really don't.
I actually like it the way we do it now.
Okay. We don't have to have it.
No, we'll see what people feel about it.
You guys got sound effects instead of Vader's Cup of Plenty.
Yeah, I like the sound effects and the little stuff, the little scenes and stuff.
You got me looking like me acting dumb and like clips of all of us saying dumb stuff.
Well, pretty much that's you.
Well, we all say it.
No, it's pretty much you, Grande, and we react to it.
Okay.
So next question.
Business is good.
Business is good. Thanks to XO. There we go. Kind of looks like Grande. All right, next question, Stanley. Let's do a couple more, and then we'll wrap this up.
Kara Elder. Question: when it says there's an 80% chance to land ability block, does this mean you don't need potency because it's an 80% chance? I think Pogo Kit says that. Does this make potency mods unnecessary?
No. Still need potency.
Still need potency.
There's two different mechanics.
There's at least 3 doorways on that thing, right? So you have an 80% chance to land it. They can still resist it, and you still have to run through the potency tenacity check.
Yep.
Very much.
3 doorways.
All right.
Yeah, Shadow Veil makes a good point. You need to have Jabba's Bull of creatures on the screen instead of the Cup of Plenty.
There you go.
Revenator. Question: can we get a micro donger emoji?
No.
Well, we already have it. You just can't see it.
No, that's true. That's a very good point.
It's okay. It's a contact lens and a rubber band.
The
Put them
science,
together.
yeah.
You got it.
Darth Jar Jar. Question for Ranger: how you like your Relic 5 Rose? What are you going to use her for?
Pretty much as mod storage space. Is that what she is? I just don't use her. I mean, I run the Galactic Ray team with who I use, and then the JTR team I don't use her on there either because I just get more effect from Resistance Trooper and Stick Ray at Relic 7. She's a monster. She will one-shot most anything. She is just stupid, so I just don't use her, but I don't use Resistance Pilot either. It's just one of those characters you had to take up that she's decent. You can see Finn using her where he's at, but I mean, just no. So she'll sit there and be Relic 5, and I'll hate my life for having to do that. So there you go.
And that's all the questions.
All right, we did it. We got there, guys. Did a good job. We worked hard. We did it. Got through the stream with Grande and Jesus Christ, I need more bourbon. All right, so what we want to do first as we wrap this up, make sure you hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. So go hit those thumbs up, folks. We really would appreciate it. And subscribe if you haven't. But we want to shout out our gold VIPs. That's right. These are the people that have supported us. We appreciate all our Patreons and VIPs and people that sponsor us, things of that nature. But these folks give more than we deserve, and we just want to say thank you to all these folks and just give them special recognition because they really go out of their way to really support the channel and stuff. We just want to highlight them, give them the just desserts that they deserve for being just amazing. It's just giving way more And we really appreciate them. Couldn't do it without them. We couldn't do it without any of you guys, but these folks just need a little bit more recognition. And then wrapping it up, basically you can see when we stream. We stream Monday through Friday during the lunch stream. We do this stream. We do the Jedi Academy on Saturdays. You see our YouTube. We also have Twitch. We need to update this, Finn. We need to put Twitch on here as well. We have our
That's why I took Monday and Tuesday off.
That's what I figured. We have our own Patreon. We have our own Twitch. Streamlabs, all that kind of stuff. We'll update this. We're coming up on our 4-year anniversary, I think, at the end of May, Finn. Do we figure out like when that was, when we actually started?
It should be around
Roughly.
episode 208.
That's what I figured, right? All right, so
I have to double check, but it's around episode 208.
okay, so you can check out those streams. Then we have lots of other fun streams we do. We do D&D on Sunday. We do streams on Monday and Tuesday with different games. Tomorrow I'll have a late night stream where I will do some more of the farming for the ultimates. And then I will go for grief, and that should be awful. So that's going to suck. Fridays, New Venom's got her new stream for the new game she's playing. What's the name of it, Finn? Sorry.
State of Survival.
State of Survival. So you can check that out. And then Saturdays, get Jedi Academy. And if GAC is running, we run extra streams for GAC. So there's just all kinds of content for you guys to check out. So with that, make sure you hit the thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Spread the word about RSG. We're trying to get to 5K subs. And with that, we're going to call this one done. So on behalf of myself and the crew, thank you so much for being here today. Have a great rest of your night. Make sure you keep being safe out there. Wear your mask, wear your gloves, wash your hands, keep your social distancing. We want to keep you all safe and keep you around here. We don't want anybody catching this coronavirus shit. So with that, be well, be safe, and we'll see you tomorrow for some more fun. Peace out.